Hello, everyone. Welcome to Puzzle Wednesday, Monkey 5th edition. We're out here with Sega Tetris for the Naomi arcade platform. My name is Ratttz. Joining me on the microphone tonight, I have Juicey.
Did you almost say Neo Geo?
No. I can't believe I would be doubted by my own commentaries. And I also have Oz.
Hello.
And finally, we have Color Thief.
Good evening, everyone. How's it going?
We have an absolutely stacked bracket and an absolutely stacked commentary booth. We have even more guests to entertain you during this. We have, what, 17 entrants? Yes. This is going to be one hell of a bracket. I hope you're excited to play some Sega Tetris. Head on over to the game capture zone. You can check out this very cool animated art from Kayat7. If you haven't played Sega Tetris before, this is a very funny Tetris game where different line clears do different damage. So if you do a double, it glues your opponent's pieces together, and they have to play with this new, weird, screwed up piece. If you send a triple, then you're going to send in a overhead line with an empty space where you had placed your piece. If you send a Tetris, you send a Tetris over to their board, but the line is where you had sent it. So all of these moves really do benefit from you looking at your opponent's screen and determining where you should stack and where you should send your garbage. So that way you can interact with your opponent's stack. It's a really interesting game. It does run a little bit slow, so we've changed the format. So hopefully you can go to bed on time. I'm really looking forward to this. It sure has been a while. DT, what's your favorite part about this game, you think?
I like how tactical the line clears are. A lot of Tetris games, you just kind of turn your brain off and stack.
Sure.
Or, you might be doing more advanced stuff, but you're kind of on a super highway of a very unchanging game plan.
Mm-hmm.
And in this game, oh boy, you need to watch your opponent's board, choose what kind of line clear you're going to do, maybe even avoid certain line clears if it's not the right moment to hit them with it. There's lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, definitely. I have definitely decided many times to avoid sending a Tetris, because as you get better, your opponents are capable of like down stacking for a while and then sending that Tetris on back. A lot of the stronger players in this bracket, they aren't necessarily really bothered by most joints they receive. Like, they're just able to stack fine. But it slows them down. And you can use that to your advantage to hopefully get an advantage so you can build a triple and hit them overhead in a nasty column. Or you could wait until they get a certain position in their stack to hit them with a missile. I actually think missile is a little underrated as an attack. Like, it's normally not very good. Like, it's kind of whatever. But when it is good, it's nasty. If your opponent has like
I don't
that,
like the odds.
If you have that perfectly flat stack and you receive a missile, it slows you down so hard. So soon our hardworking TOs, Just Alex and itsaMeliaSMB, are going to be firing off match calls. You can go see those over in the TO desk, where we keep all of those. Our first stream match call is going to be between It's Just Chris Now and Sweet Premium Wine. I think this is Ms. Horrible in the challenge page. So we're going to be using that as her stream tag tonight. And Ms. Horrible, we bumped into each other at Frosty Fausting. So this is her first time playing here on stream at Puzzle Wednesday. I'm looking forward to seeing this match. It's funny, our everybody body slamming this channel in Fightcade has already started pulling out people from elsewhere in the service. So like Poverty Cast has shown up. We have people from TGM like poking their heads in here, like Zodiac. It's very interesting. So if you haven't played this before, the Naomi platform is on Flycast. It's a different emulator than what we're used to. So commentary may be a little bit delayed. We have like a little bit of lag between the visuals of the game and the gameplay, like as it's occurring. But our opponent should be getting into match very shortly. We may have to pick a different stream match. Because if you haven't used Flycast before, it's slightly involved. You do have to like, mapping your buttons in Flycast is like a little bit strange because it has like the console and the arcade page, which is super annoying, I think. And it's just kind of a pain. We're going to be switching over to view Kirk's game. So Kirk is one of our staffers here at Puzzle Wednesday, and he's playing Gizmo. I'm looking forward to this match. I don't think I've actually seen Gizmo play here at Puzzle Wednesday. That's a lie. I've seen a few times.
He's pretty competent at a lot of older Tetrises.
Sure.
So I feel like there's some premium upset potential for him. I seeded him as low of high as I could reasonably get away with.
Oh,
because he doesn't have precedence with our tournaments. I don't want to weigh things like that. You know?
Yep. All right, we're heading over to Kirk's game.
In Kirk's, because Miss Horrible seems to be starting up as well.
Yeah, I'm just putting Kirk's game on.
Executive decision. Gotcha.
I was instructed by TO staff, so I have Gizmo on the left, and I have Kirk on the right. I was told very explicitly to not call Kirk Kirky, so that definitely means that I have to do it at some point.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing. It's an in between. It's like we have a thing here where we change staff members' names every now and again, and he was KirkGamer for a bit.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, KirkGamer. Alrighty, KirkGamer already out here with the dinette set. He stacks it pretty nicely on the left side. Now he's gonna T-spin in, get that T-spin single, send over the double. But Gizmo's firing back with a double of two of them in a row. Nicely done. All right, Kirk.
One thing I will say immediately that I am wary of is Gizmo's stacking eyes on column 1, and Lord, that's optimal punish for overhead.
Yes.
So that's the one thing that I couldn't like truly see it ahead of time. It's like, you're only going to learn in the context of verses that's a very poor decision.
Yeah. I mean, like, you do have to be on point to send over the triple in columns 2 or 9. Like, that kind of wherewithal to, like, flexibly move your well to do that is, like, it takes some practice. It's not something you can just do.
It is an acquired skill.
Yep. Gizmo firing off the overhead, but Kirk's actually in a great position to receive this. However, this... we're getting pretty high up.
We do have a double. A little rough looking.
We do have the attack.
And Gizmo's just stacking so cleanly is the problem.
Yes. Yeah, I would not say
Sambo
that...
is much faster than Kirk.
I would not say that Kirk's pressure has really amounted to much on Gizmo's board. And Kirk is a little far away. Oh, drawing this O here sucks so bad. That's so unfortunate. Okay. We have a gap that we have to work around here. The pivot with the L there was really interesting for Kirk. But Gizmo picking up the first round. We're playing first to 3. We're playing first to 3 games, single round games, before we play this with 2 rounds apiece. But, you know, as we get further into the bracket, the rounds get longer. Strong players can play for a pretty long time, it turns out. Oh, Kirk's so ready for this. Look at this. Yeah, we simply don't feel that
into Puzzle
triple.
Wednesday, the further we get into reevaluating our round counts.
Yes.
And so many over the last year and a half of we used to run this like first to fun. No, not anymore.
Yeah.
The game has evolved too much.
Alrighty. Gizmo, looking in command here. I will say that, like, learning this game, I do find it a little weirdly awkward to play sometimes. The solid ceiling means that the piece that you're playing with has to, like, be out, like, has to have been spawned for a certain amount of time before you get to rotate it. Because that stupid ceiling. So, like, if you're playing fast, you might drop your eye, like, a weird way. Gizmo. Oh, Gizmo. Ooh, I don't know about this one. Kirk is applying pressure. Okay, but there's no place to put it.
I think Kirk's got this pretty well.
Let's
wrapped
go.
up.
Kirk. Putting his first point on the board. Replying with a point of his own.
Yeah, no, like playing just for speed and pressure is a deeply double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
Not unlike the sword that we'll probably see later tonight, but you know, neither here nor there. Well, I mean, just you can, if you're not playing in regards to what your opponent is doing,
yeah,
your disadvantage will be taken advantage of almost immediately.
And
it is so volatile that you can get top outed with like one bad move, like what happened to Gizmo last round.
That's actually part of the reason why I was so hesitant to cut the round length, the game length for this bracket, is because I know that even though the game can run long, there's a lot of situations where, like, your game can just end immediately. Like, you just take the exact wrong pressure, and your game is just over.
It's a fine line, but like especially the further bracket gets in, the average is just too high to justify otherwise.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
You know, on the off chance that you get a game that goes short.
Oh, Kirk. Oh. Okay. Wait.
Oh, good
that's
play by Gizmo there.
Oh wow, that worked out.
Oh, he goes for the skim though. That could be greedy if the randomizer is having a bad day.
Yeah, he needs to fill this JLI dependency here. Okay, he gets double though.
Okay, he opens it up, but he needs a Tetris. He needs it so bad.
Something.
No.
Oh. Oh God. No, my God.
Oh my
Kirk, die last. Kirk, die last. Yes.
No way.
That hurt me a lot.
Moly.
That was pretty epic.
Holy. Okay, so for those of you at home who saw this eye drought, the piece randomizer in this game is pretty close to true random from my understanding.
It is. It just is.
Yeah, so if you have an eye dependency, like, you're just admitting to you have to admit to yourself, I may never see it. Like, I may never see that eyepiece. And it's brutal. When Orange Jesus frowns on you in this game, he frowns hard. You know?
You can feel the muscles in God's upper lip just stiffening up.
Oh, he's going for another. Okay. All right. Orange Jesus.
That's not a bad
really
triple.
Weird. Okay.
Kirk. Okay. Kirk gets the tuck there, and this double isn't even that bad.
Gizmo is scaring me.
Yeah, these commitments are pretty brutal. I think he's just decided that he's going to enter single hell for a little bit, and that's going to be okay. Okay, he has an opportunity for a double off an O. I guess he'll take it with this L. But now he eats his really ugly overhead. Yeah. Oh, he's got some good pieces for a skim here. He doesn't take it?
Nope.
Oh, this triple from Kirk. Okay.
Gizmo's not putting out any pressure.
No. Okay, what are we doing with this joint? Oh, great placement,
Ooh,
actually.
like that.
Let's go. All right, Kirk. Kirk struggling with the eye joint. I think eye joints are a little funny. I feel that the double eye joint can either be your greatest friend or your like worst enemy. Why did he take a single there? Kirk, you're killing me. Okay. Okay, triple.
We're starting to take this back on Gizmo's end.
Okay,
Triple's gonna hit hard. Oh, the eyepiece saving him with the follow-up.
Okay, Kirk applying more pressure. Oh, this is a great sequence for Kirk.
Let's take this back.
All right, Gizmo. We're in down stack hell a little bit. If we draw an eye here, it'd be pretty great. We do almost immediately. So now we have two doubles.
Gizmo respecting the basic rotations pretty well there.
Mm-hmm.
The piece mobility is certainly not what you might be accustomed to from a modern Tetris game, so...
The sword!
Oh, he does it! Okay. Well, not how I would have used the sword, but...
That's true.
It's a moral victory, if nothing else.
That's true. All right, chat.
I feel like
so
the sword is a moral victory every time.
we have to discuss... We briefly have to discuss the sword.
Oh, Gizmo's a coward. He got the pieces for the sword and didn't build it.
That's like demerits. You know, minus 50k DKP. You have to make the sword. So the sword is one of the worst joints you can make. Like, probably by far. However, it looks really cool. And so... we've all decided to make it our mission to make the sword whenever we can. Great overhead from Kirk.
Oh, this is gonna sting.
Oh my god, what a great joint. Okay, Gizmo.
Oof.
He's gonna have to spend some time down stacking. Gravity is starting to add up here. Okay. Oh wait.
He gets out.
Oh.
No, he has to draw another
Is he-
eye. He draws it, but it's like okay. He needs to draw another one.
I feel like he's fine.
How is he still alive? This is insane.
Oh, he's fine. Okay, he's totally fine.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Oh, scared me a second that he wasn't going to get the rotate in time.
Great rotation from Kirk on this joint.
Wow.
Yeah,
Can't believe
fantastic
that.
play.
There's no IRS in this game. The ceiling is solid. So anyone in the audience who's, not accustomed to literally playing the game, getting that rotation was quite difficult. You have to time it just right.
And a hard-fought point going to Gizmo. We're tied in this first to 3 bout.
That's a surprising amount of back and forth. Like the what you call it, the margin time was way up there. The gravity was so high.
So chat is asking about why some rotations are not possible at top board. The ceiling is solid. So if a rotation would make a piece go above the ceiling, it simply refuses to rotate. The future refused to change. So you gotta make sure that all of your rotations on your joints are possible near the end of the game. And most of them aren't. So receiving a joint when you are at top board is super deadly. This overhead from Kirk against Gizmo, pretty brutal. Oh, Gizmo is putting the eye over there. I would have thought he would work on this eye dependency that he's got.
I don't think that he's thinking of eyes and anything other than just stack parity utility, and that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, especially with this, like, Kirk's pressure is really, really well engineered to defeat people who aren't respecting this. So Gizmo does find a pretty great double here. And he does it with a joint even, which is fantastic. So now he can do an eye tuck. Oh, refuses the eye tuck? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
This is very interesting. I'd almost call Gizmo's board neater, but he is very high on board.
Yeah.
He has spent the resource that is his board height.
He is starting to build some doubles here. You could get a triple off this eyepiece. Oh, no!
Go for the sword.
Oh, the Nega sword. The plunger.
The plunger.
Jesus.
All right, Kirk. Wow. Now that was a winner's round one. Thank you very much for that game. That was so fun to watch. Live by the blade, die by the plunger. You're right. Alrighty, who have we got coming up next? We have some results trickling in. I can see them. Roonespism advancing to round 3. Mark and Andgonz both out of their matches, advancing. Ms. Horrible in her first bracket here, advancing to round 2 to play Color Thief. That is a rough introduction. Like,
yeah.
CT is among our top seeds tonight. Though there's a lot of, I would say in general, there's a lot of killers here. Mostly because, like, in general, Tetris is a more competitive bracket. But
this one tends to hit a lot of weird overlap marks where a lot of Tetris scenes don't interact with each other, because you'll get TGM heads, you'll get some guideline players that are just deep down the novelty hole, and you'll get the handful of people who actually just main Sega Tetris. So all walks of life here.
It does have Monkey. That is true, Mark.
It does have Monkey.
All right, my next opponent gonna be Shyne here in winners round 1. I guess it's technically winners round 2, but who cares? Like, you know what? The first winners round 1 and 2, when you have like an odd number of entrants, it's fake. It's just all fake.
2?
Well, that's 2.
It's not
You made it to round 2.
Number. Yeah. 2 is just the first number after 1, after all.
What?
I
gotta go play against Rod.
Oh, you're playing
Rodney.
You're playing against Roderick.
I almost called him Rodnick. I'm like, okay.
The Rodnick. I'm still waiting for my opponent to ready on Fightcade. Oh, there he is.
And I wonder what Poverty Cast does to detect all these brackets as they happen.
Alrighty, so joining us on the stream, you'll have Eggie joining us on commentary to commentate my match.
Hello, hello. My name is Eggie. Nice to meet all of you. Let's look at some good old Tetris. All right.
Yeah, let's see what these players can do. Presumably a button check or something happening just while we wait?
I do not know. I think they might just be going at it right now.
I'm streaming to the Discord.
Mode. Yeah, I thought it was a track mode for a second, but no, you're right.
But currently right now, we have Ratttz, and it seems to be relatively like close right now.
Ratttz is merciless, though.
So my knowledge of Tetris is a little skewed because I only played really like normal Tetris. This Tetris though is way different than what I'm used to.
This is pretty different from just about everything else out there. If I've got to be honest. It could very well be among the most violent of versus modes. I mean, they're all violent in the right hands, but even the beginners are violent in this game.
Oh no, for sure. I saw 2 missiles get sent and like that one block was floating. I was like, how's Ratttz gonna worry about that? And then just kind of cleared it out. Like it was nothing. Like I could not have handled that like that. I think it looks like Ratttz is kind of setting up for a Tetris right now. Maybe?
It's only a triple for the moment.
Okay. Ooh, sending that overhead over.
Okay, my match is being called, so you just might have to hold the fort here for a moment.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I will try my best.
Hell yeah.
You will hold no such thing alone. I am Roonespism, and I'm the other guest commentator for today.
Thank you so much, Rune.
Oh no, Knight looks like they're in trouble right now.
Yeah, this is about as lopsided as a match can get at this point. Ratttz is in huge advantage. It is possible to come back even from situations like this, but I don't think there's even enough room to rotate Knight to the left anymore.
No, yeah. I'm a firm believer it's not over until the fat lady sings, and that one was looking like she was starting. But it's okay, because, best of 3.
Mm-hmm.
First of 3, sorry. Is it first of 3? Best of 3.
It's first to 3.
Yeah, first of 3.
And we did have a die last game earlier this bracket.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Now, if you are in peril and you can just hang on a little bit longer, sometimes your opponent is also in peril, but that doesn't really describe that last match.
So that last
Ratttz was still plenty low down. Shyne would have had to have survived a lot longer. Ooh. A tragic misdrop from Shyne means they don't get their first double. So now the the pressure is only going one way now.
Yeah, and the pressure just kind of keeps coming. I keep seeing joints from Ratttz, and it's just
It's
fully sending it.
No, Ratttz is fairly fantastic at this game. If you don't come out swinging and interrupt her game plan, then this is what's going to happen to you. Luckily, these joints aren't too bad, and Shyne is handling them quite effectively.
Yeah, no, for sure.
This one's a little annoying. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, actually... Yeah, I was going to say, there's a couple of good places for that. That was a very clever joint.
Not annoying for them.
Yeah. So actually, aside from that one little mistake in the bottom left of the field, which they misdropped themselves, they've been handling these joints excellently. You can barely tell they've taken any pressure at all.
Yeah, it's like the match kind of hasn't gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Even though it seemed like it was kind of looking like Nightshade was going to have to do a lot of cleaning up in the beginning, but they brought it back. Very, very good. Very good.
Oh, the early wash pan does get Ratttz at a pretty good time, actually. It forces them to put 2 pieces down in the center.
Yeah, I was going to say. If that landed right where I thought I was going to do, that was going to be upsetting. Little bit of cleanup, it looks like that's happening right here. Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what joint are you going to do with this?
Goes for a missile, but yep, Ratttz reacts to it and builds a spire. Generally, if you hear your opponent yell out split, or whatever they say when they do a split move, you want to immediately build a spire if you don't already have one, and that'll redirect the missile somewhere where it isn't super important. But that time, well, It was lucky that Rattz's stack was already fairly equipped to deal with the missile. That time, Ratttz did not have a moment to deal with it, or to build on reaction.
And these overheads are coming out. That one was pretty fairly easy to deal with, though.
Yeah, Nightshine's stack is flat enough where a triple isn't going to really hit them too hard. Alright, if they get the right pieces here, they might be able to get back into that well on the right. Yeah, this is a pretty clever way to do it. As long as they can handle this joint effectively, they should have access to that well again. Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
It's gonna be a couple more pieces, but that's fine.
As long as you can get to it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unfortunately, though, Ratttz is in a much more comfortable situation than they are. They almost have access to their big damage again. But Ratttz has had access to big damage for quite a while now.
It's only been really sending big damage.
Yeah. Okay, gets slightly lucky with this joint here and only has to put two eyes together, but
Ooh. Oh no.
Yeah. The O had to go in the center to leave room for the Z there. Or the Z, sorry.
Yeah. With that random piece, the random number generator for this game seems really, really.
Oh, it's pretty
how they said, how they said it last match, really random, and that was just I think the worst you could have gotten there. That puts Ratttz up 2-0 right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Ratttz building a pretty bumpy stack to begin with here. Yeah, has to kind of take it as a T-spin. We'll see if the game is so kind as to provide the T. Oh, yes it is. Immediately after the I, even. Who said this game's random number generator was mean? Couldn't be me.
No. Oh, the sword?
Yeah, yep. Good.
Oh my gosh.
Nightshine knows what the audience wants to see.
Oh man, this joint piece right there.
Yeah. Ooh, I think that's probably a misdrop on that J as well. Yeah, between that awkward joint and now the misdropped J, they've got quite the dirty stack here. Meanwhile, Ratttz completely thriving, getting the pieces they need, keeping the cleanest stack I've ever seen in this game. Even reacts to the missile, makes sure they have a little spire for it to hit.
Okay, I am back, and how is Rattz's board this empty? That's unreal.
Key misdrop in the early game means their opponent never really started the pressure they needed.
Well, some of these joints are kind of brutal. Ooh, interesting single.
Okay. Jeez. There goes Ratttz taking it.
All right, GG's. Thanks for playing, Nightshine.
That was like good play on both people there, right?
I was actually very surprised at how long Nightshine held out in round 2.
For sure.
It is really like some of the joints that you have to play in this game are very difficult. And I would say that like even I actually find myself misplaying like if you do like L into S or J into S rather than the other order, it's very difficult to play that correctly. because it always has like a natural gap in it that you have to work around, and it's really it's really difficult. I had to play around a gap like that earlier in my set with Nightshine, and it just always means additional downstacking. We have another stream match call coming up immediately. It's gonna be Mark Gamed versus Andgonz. I'm going to be streaming that to the Discord. I assume they're actually quite far into match, but the way Flycast works is it always starts you at the beginning of a replay. So even though they will be very far, they will almost certainly be done. Like, they probably will even be able to watch this. Mark, showing a little bit of discomfort, has a kind of tragic misdrop. This game is just like that. If you've never played it before, or it's been a while since you last played it, I find this game just does awkward things. Like, the DAS takes a little bit longer to charge than you might think. The solid ceiling means that you can't rotate until the piece is a little bit further down. Like, it's just a little weird. Oh, Mark, that? Okay. All right, I see the vision. I was like,
I was worried for a moment there, but he had a plan.
I'm like, that is not the joint I would take, my man. Like, holy moly. Oh, great joint here, though.
IJ, though. Yeah.
He's got this great T down stack. He's got the T double literal. It looks like he's abandoning that, but it would have been very funny.
Well, this will be an interesting down stack.
Yeah, for sure.
Andgonz does have 1-2 waiting. And there it comes. Let's see. Mark reacting one piece too early. Okay. That's not the end of the world, actually.
No, but he does have this incoming missile. Ugh. Yeah, you know,
so weird.
Reacting.
Sometimes it helps, sometimes it hurts.
Yeah. I find that almost every time I react to missile and I try to intercept it, I'm always very, like, happily pleased with how it turns out. It does get a little bit awkward sometimes where, like, you'll put an eyepiece up and then it'll create, like, a weird gap. Oh, this overhead. Ugh.
That's rough. That just might let Andgonz close out this round. Mark is just in the middle in an ocean of singles, which is not going to slow down Andgonz at all.
Okay. Wow. Mark's survivability here. He does have to find a way to get the single, but it's so far down. This joint is going to do it. Got to change the names. You're right. I have Mark on the left. Sorry, I'm operating production and commentating at the same time. I got 0, 1. This should be a 1. This is and. The Andgonz is a GM, right?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So Andgonz is like not just a.
I'm pretty sure Mark is as well, for that matter.
Oh,
though.
Really?
In TGM1 for sure.
Oh, I suppose that's true. In that case, I'm technically a GM. Oh, Mark. Oh, Mark. I don't know about this one, bud. All right. No, you can't rotate.
Solid ceiling. Welcome.
Oh, it claims another. When are they going to make a Tetris the source movement? I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
What the heck is source movement?
The source engine, you know, Half-Life 2.
What's Half-Life 2?
What's Half-Life 2? Well, I tell you what, the bonk sound effect when you land these pieces definitely does make me think of the crowbar a little bit, doesn't it? Mark refusing to take a double with the O's, building a big well. Oh yeah. So if you're on the same well as your opponent, sending a triple over in the same column is usually pretty good. So now Andgonz has this weird island in the center of his board. We have the halberd, and looks like Mark finds a good way to get a double out of it, so that's always good. I love how this game, like, this game more than others, I feel, if you have a messy board, it's very easy to just be like, my board was always this tall. Like, that's just where it is now. Like, it's fine.
Well, if you try too hard for that down stack, it's like you've already lost.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, you just have to keep that pressure going.
Mm-hmm. And also, like, because your opponent is almost never sending you a Tetris to raise your board, like, you just have a lot more life. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now he has quite the down stack in order to get access to this.
And, of course, the moment he plugs that hole, the eyepiece comes.
Oh, God. All right. Pressure coming in from Mark, like, at the exact moment. Oh, he's got this. Oh, into Jirai attack. Oh, but Mark's so low.
Oh.
Oh, my God. He gets a free piece drop. That's so funny. Okay. Andgonz does not really have a whole lot of room for these joints. It looks like Mark is perfectly capable of taking a game in this 1-3 match. So there are wall kicks in this, right? It's only wall kicks, right?
I think it's literally just the wall, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not the side of the Tetris well. Not your own pieces, the actual literal wall. This game is I have such a love-hate relationship with the controls of this game because, like, they're really scuffed. And sometimes I wonder if I get, like, a bit of an advantage because I don't feel it as badly as other players do, because I play Tetris very slow.
Yeah, I definitely have to slow my joystick motion, or else I get the DAS bug all the time.
Yeah, I very rarely get the DAS bug.
Know it. Yeah, if you switch direction, like go from DAS left to move right, and there are 0 neutral frames.
Yep.
The game preserves your DAS charge, so it'll shoot right back.
Yeah, that's terrible for good players, but luckily I'm a winning player, not a good player. So, all right, Mark receiving the missile, got a big gap in his stack. Oh no, this double's pretty rough. We have an overhead coming from Andgonz. Now, what's the plan here? We have a little bit of a down stack going for Mark. Can't put he can't put the L over. Oh, but he can't rotate here. Oh. Oh, brutal. Andgonz with a very convincing 3-1, advancing to winners round 3. Congratulations.
Okay, I'm fighting Rodney. I'll be back in a sec.
Hell yeah. No, actually, Andgonz is moving around 4. My bad. The rounds, what even are rounds? You know? Oh, we should actually have a staff team kill very soon. I see our TO, our heroic TO, Just Alex, typing up a match call as we speak. I promise I'm better at this game than the misdrops in round 2. You know what? I do think that this game will make a lot of people, like, the controls are so unusual, I feel. Oh, he's on Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna select one frame. If I could get Rune to join me on the microphone. Oh, I actually did not set the... Who is that guy? I'm very silly. What if I just this? Bonk, bonk. Okay, we did it. Sorry, I had to manipulate the scoreboard. My opponent luckily wised up. It's fine, but... Where was that triple? Was it column 4? It was column 3! I can't believe it.
Oh,
I do
wait
this?
a second. I'm gonna have to bring up the stream for a second because you are
because I'm not
streaming.
streaming. I will stream.
Unless
I was
you
so
think you can do that
eager.
between
I
drops.
was so eager.
You can.
I can. My opponent is being very polite. He has no business doing this.
Oh, your opponent is KirkGamer. That's one of the
It is
politest men on Earth.
KirkGamer.
Was that an intentional overhang with that, Jay? To avoid making a Tetris?
I would love for that to not be a misdrop.
Really?
However-
Because the way you played that was basically just natural to me. I'm like, oh yeah, that is roughly how I would have done it, I guess. It's a pretty aggressive overhang. I think I would have maybe rotated it. It's a pretty aggressive-
Oh, yeah, we can throw that out if you like. My opponent is asking if I'd like to throw that match out. Because it wasn't really... We're trying to... Yeah, it's totally cool, Kirk. Get in here. He's not tuned into the stream? Nightcap asking, what is the DAS bug? The DAS bug is whenever you are holding... Whenever you charge DAS, and there are no spaces in between your directions, which is common if you're playing on joystick, and especially a leverless controller like a keyboard or a actual leverless controller, then you may have some trouble with the DAS bug. I play on pad, and I famously play quite slow, so it literally does, like, I do not feel it. But for some players, it's actually really uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I play on keyboard and also I'm literally grinding for Tap Master like a few times a week. I do have to slow down quite a fair bit for this game.
You can play this game on keyboard?
We're on emulator, so...
Oh. I just always assumed that, like, most people play, like, Tetris and stuff on, like, a fight stick or something.
Oh, that is canonical. That is how you should play Tetris, but...
that feels so natural that, like, I actually bought myself a stick specifically to play Tetris, and then when I realized I was shit at it, I just went back to keyboard. Oh, the sword! Where is it going?
Oh, man.
Yeah, when you make a sword in neutral, you just kind of have to lay it flat, huh?
It seems like the best place to do it, seeing that the sword, I've been told, is the worst joint to make.
Yeah, it's not great. I'm worried. If I play on camera soon, I might forget to make a sword if I get an opportunity for it.
That is true.
It is very bad.
I've definitely passed on the sword before, and literally everyone on commentary called me out, like, immediately after. And they were just like, you can't do this. Like, you're playing... Just because you think it's grand finals, you think you get to skip out on making the sword?
I get it, though, because you're like so into making, like, your board as clean or nice as possible, and then you're not really looking at the sword like that.
Yeah, exactly. The thing is, I only very recently learned about the sword. Like, I was playing some friendlies earlier this week, and I only learned about it halfway in, so I don't even have, like, the muscle memory for the sword yet.
Oh, no. I don't even think I would have the memory for the sword, period. I'd see it, I'd be like, where am I putting this piece down?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's so natural to just lie the T flat on top of the I or whatever.
Yeah.
For those of you who are not on staff, feel no pressure to to do this.
No, this pressure is staff only, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyone...
Staff plays this game a lot.
Literally in the commentary booth right now, you don't have to make a sword if you don't want to.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to make that clear. This is a silly thing that staff is obsessed with doing because we do play a lot of this game.
Fall on your sword.
Oh, another sword!
Another one. To be honest, the perfect time for a sword, so you can just clean it up, like right there.
Okay, surely Ratttz will be rewarded for creating 2 swords in 1 round.
The RNG
Yeah.
got smile upon the 2 swords.
Absolutely, yeah. See those back-to-back eyepieces? That's because of the swords.
That's What if we got 3 swords? Oh man. I don't think Ratttz wants 3 swords.
I don't think Ratttz is going to get
overhead.
another opportunity for a sword.
Ratttz was not playing, did not want a 3rd sword.
Dual wielding. I can't wait to be
dual
like.
wielding is great and all. Call me when you can pull off the Zorro.
Yeah, from One Piece.
Yeah.
2 hands, 1 sword in the mouth. That's crazy. Playing Tetris. Do you think Zoro's playing Tetris? Oh no.
No.
What a sword right there! Oh my god!
Yeah!
Oh my goodness!
All right.
I think Ratttz
it's
is
Kirk's
throwing
round to
out here,
win.
giving him the. I think Ratttz is throwing out here, giving him the sword like that.
That's true.
Crazy.
It's so hard to react though, because you know what piece you're gonna send them. It's the one that makes the double, but what piece is gonna is it going to build on top of? That's really hard to react to.
Oh no. I assume.
Oh, Ratttz going for the split triple instead of the regular triple. Wants the wash pan.
Oh, the wash pan though. Didn't do too much.
No, early in the game when the gravity's low, it generally only makes them drop 1 piece, if that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, more 1 piece. Right.
Oh, what a joint.
I unfortunately had a off balance sword.
Yeah, no, I didn't feel like it was worth making fun of you for or calling out. Really, it was just like, okay, yeah, kind of.
Sometimes it happens to the best of us, you know. Mm-hmm. Our sword's a little lost.
An attempt was made. It was fine. The forging process went a little weird on that one.
Oh man, that just looked like an all Ratttz match right there. But you know, a round, shouldn't say match, because Kurt was definitely given in a fight that second round.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. For a moment, I thought we were going to have a shared brain cell opener, but they've diverged a little bit.
That's while watching this game is just like, I think that's what's so interesting, because like the thought process of each player, like in the situation is so different. Because like I'm looking at it and I'm like, what do you do here? And then like I see Ratttz get like the joint piece, and then they just do something, and I'm like, okay. And I see like Kirk get the joint piece, and then they do something completely different. And I'm just like, what's the thought process? How do you guys think this fast?
No, it's very fun. You get to show off a lot of cool improvisational strats in this game, because you'll get put into situations that are very different from normal Tetris.
Oh no, for sure. Like that joint piece, like right, that Kurt got, perfect placement, just to like, you know, make it look a little cleaner. And I was like, man, how are you gonna do that?
Oh, all clear gaming!
Tetris.
Oh
with
man,
the overhead. Okay.
Yeah. I do like the Tetris from Ratttz. Normally, Tetrises are actually one of the weaker things you can do in this game, because, you know, that garbage that it sends can just be sent straight back with a single eyepiece. But because it's all the way on the right there, it's actually pretty annoying for Kirk to get to. He has to fix a mistake on the right, then go back into the center, fix that, then actually do the Tetris at the bottom. It's going to take a very long time for him to reflect that at all.
With all this mess you have to clean up for it, like...
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
He is doing a pretty decent job of it, though. If he just gets a couple of eyepieces... He's not the... Oh, yeah, he gets a couple of eyepieces now, but they're stuck together. That's not what he wanted at all.
No. Could this be it for our hero?
I believe it might be. No, I think he'd be able to get out of this one if he didn't have an opponent continuously pressuring him. But unfortunately, he does.
Yeah. This just seems like what this game is, just pressure. If you can get continuous pressure and get them have to make them think harder than you have to think, it's a lot.
Yeah. That's the thing about continuous doubles. It's like, okay, a good player generally knows how to deal with joints to the point where it's not going to mess up their stack too much. But if you just keep hitting them with doubles over and over, like, they're going to struggle to hit you back with anything. It just puts you in the driver's seat for the whole game.
Yeah, no. It just seems like that's what this game is, though, which makes it really exciting. Like, I am enjoying these matches. Like, why isn't Tetris not like this all the time?
Oh, you're so right.
Damn.
Oh, it's my turn to play.
Do I want to start the conversation about guideline Tetris?
Huh? What's guideline Tetris? Sounds
That is true.
stinky. I'm out of here.
This is the only Tetris that exists. That's right. You know what? All the other Tetrises, they're fake.
Oh, the other even the original one?
Tetris?
That's true. They're all fraudulent. This is the only real Tetris. There's Weltris. That's true. That is a Tetris.
What is Weltris?
Oh, Eggie.
Oh, brother.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, he's new here.
That's next month.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait. No, it's not. It's later this month, isn't it? Right?
Time isn't real.
Time has
Wow.
never existed.
We're playing Tetris and Weltris. That's rad. This month rules.
February is the Tetris month. That's a good month.
True. Weltris is like anti-Tetris. You are trying to block your opponent. Yeah.
Never that.
You're a jury man.
All right. I actually recently updated that part of the character sheet. I'm recently now my main.
I'm happy for you, buddy. Anyway, we're in the vortex here. Roonespism versus T-Flat. We're starting to get in winners quarters the matchups that used to be grand finals. I don't know if Rune has properly won a Sega Tetris, but competition has always been steep. Misty or T-Flat has won one of them, taking Rodney to grands a long ways back.
That was me.
That was you?
That was me.
Getting people mixed up, huh, Juicey?
Today is a day.
Today is a day. Another part of our flat circle time just continues to proceed. Slip into the future. We're doing a little button check, and then it looks like we're getting into the
had
game.
to make sure there.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Before we get into this,
Oh, yeah.
Before we get into this, I gotta single it out now because we can make it happen. We're at 999 followers on Twitch right now. Can we push that over the edge? Just someone in the background that's like lurking, maybe doesn't follow. You wanna make my night? You don't have to, but you know. Anyway, real match time. I think this is still one of our biggest crossovers of like different Tetris communities, but that still kind of comes down to like this is the most directly engaging. I call me hyperbolic, but like one of the most directly interactive Tetris games. Period.
Yeah, definitely, especially like official ones, because it's not like other people haven't tried, right, with Puzzle King, but are we doing the
Ooh.
My goodness.
Oh yeah,
and that's why she's won a tournament before.
I felt all of my neurons fire.
No, like a lot, Eggie, you don't understand how hard it is to force a big enough move that it does two different effects in one.
I really don't, but I got to see it. I am out here.
I don't know that it's going to happen the rest of the bracket.
Yeah, they're super rare, but when they appear, you're just like, damn, it's like Christmas. Like, but
at least a little bit.
Rune is
Oh my
handling this
gosh.
pressure very well.
Oh my gosh, it's underneath the tree.
Oh my.
Two effects at once.
Oh, this
man.
joint for Misty is so brutal. Okay.
I feel like joints are more difficult, kind of wrap around being more difficult the more offensive minded you become. Because you're starting to want to run your own game plans. Like, I'm gonna build not with self-preservation in mind.
Yeah.
And you think you're on top of the world until a stray thing sets you back and takes the entire game away from you. Like,
Oh.
if you'll notice, before the joint, Misty had one of the most open boards possible. Like, it was a 2-wide well. You could option select into double with like S, do a J or a Tetris well. The world was her oyster, and then no more. Also, thank you for KD360 pushing us over the edge. We're at 1,000 followers on Twitch after however long we've been doing this, and I just want to say thanks, guys.
Yo,
Let's
very
go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I was
That's
here for
huge.
this. I was here for this.
Technically.
Technically.
Oh, look at this
you were.
joint from Rune.
Yo, that was like...
Oh no.
Oh god.
About that.
Okay. Oh, what are we doing here? Oh, actually, great. Never mind. I take it all back. We do have a bunch of.
that eyepiece.
This is just the new top board now.
That's true. His board was always here. That's just what it looks like.
Sorry, we got 2 people on the same minute count, so also equal shoutouts to NES X2 JSON. Because
No, it's Ness.
who knows the timer?
Solid ceiling getting ruined there.
Muscle memory, brain no work, no good.
No, it's fine. That was really funny. How he said his name.
I should know better, but nah.
Rune able to fade a overhead at top board. That's not trivial. Like, that sort of attack is usually what you use to finish off a player in this sort of position. But he looks surprisingly comfortable. Okay, he makes the big square. He does have an incoming attack here. Okay. Takes it fine. Now he's just down to down stack. Meanwhile, T-flat with a totally empty board. The world is frankly her oyster until either she makes a misdrop or Rune finds some pressure at top board, which is not impossible. If you... Oh, now it's impossible.
No.
Oh, God.
No, Rune.
It's okay. We can clean it up.
He's got this.
Nah.
Oh no. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. We get him on the next round, okay?
Yo, it's my friend the lizard.
We do love the lizard. The big ol' iguana.
It's the other only like real callback to, I say only other, visual callback to original Sega Tetris, where one of the backgrounds was just
Iguana.
the lizard standing next to the iguana.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool lizard, let me tell you.
I know, right, man?
You
It
know,
also has the original Sega Tet music in single player mode. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. It's a good time.
the sword.
Let's go.
The sword, the sword, the sword.
Oh my god!
Yeah! And he's
That
going to
was
do it.
perfect.
Yes!
Oh my god. It actually works out for his pressure great, too.
Yeah, that was just perfect.
Rune making the sword look intentional, almost.
Listen,
I believe
it's a
it
valid
was.
move.
That is true. Like, you're not a believer in the
technically-
sword?
You're not gonna tell me
Look,
that you didn't see the
Look,
sword.
I did my sword in my matches off stream, and I fell on it summarily. So I'll still do the bit, but you can't convince me it's good or good for me.
You just saw it be good and good for you. You just
great
weren't using it
Terai
correctly.
attack.
That's
Oh
Rune
my
just breaks
gosh.
rules constantly.
That was a really good try attack. Well, T-Flat's going to open it right back up, actually, which is great.
This very flat board, though, kind of gnarly with the missile. Oh, buffering.
Yeah. Juicy, you've got to be careful what you say about the sword, or you might have yourself a mutiny on your hands.
Oh, they're starting over again. They had a disconnection.
No.
They're resuming at 1-1 because you can't load from a save state and fight Cade.
I followed my sword tonight. Stabbed myself right through the belly. It hurts. I'm bleeding out.
Don't do that. Why are you doing that?
It's tough.
Maybe don't fall on
like the sword so much.
Incredible.
You know what's crazy? You could have said that you did the sword off stream, or you didn't do it, and we wouldn't have known.
True.
But here you are walking up, complaining about the sword when the sword was obviously useful in that match that was happening. I just don't know. I just think you hate the sword.
Thank you, Eggie. Thank you for defending.
I'm not buying you Indian food anymore.
Whoa. Maybe the sword could be a little better.
Incredible. Little commentary bias tonight. Misty, E-flat, eating a sword here. Eating a missile here. Leaving in a kind of annoying gap, but I feel like these little... What's up?
Re-up the stream, please.
Onto Discord. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Dino Slash.
I kill your momentum. Big antis. Mommy. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like some of these incidental gaps that occur from missiles and stuff like that, sometimes it's just fodder for making Tarai attacks to harass your opponent.
Yeah, they can rubber band back later if you're lucky.
Yeah, without like the need to downstack in this game is much less severe than in games like TGM, where all of your opponent's attacks elevate your stack. So like downstacking is such a central part of your defense that you're like really forced to. Oh, I don't know about that one, Rune.
I saw that one coming. I'm like, those blocks are not the blocks you think they are.
Yeah.
No matter how joint brained you are, sometimes there's just not a good move.
Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting.
For the Raid War,
redemption. Complete redemption with that joint.
I really thought that he was going to plug in the T dependency. I'm sort of fascinated by that choice.
It was all part of their plan.
Ring gave himself 2 different eye dependencies and can't cash from the eye that he does get.
Now we're sticking the eye over the gap.
That was clutch, but I'm still terrified.
That can't rotate. That can't rotate.
Not a legal move. Okay, we got the J.
Oh no, but now we're making another JL dependency. Okay. All right.
You just kind of gotta.
Ew.
Oh no.
No.
Great
right,
play by
T-flat.
T-flat closing out that round. 2-1 now.
Oh no! Whoops! I almost went. There's 2 swords just right there, but then no one set the joint.
You don't join on opening.
But what if you could? 2 swords on opening? Insane.
Look, if you want, I'll break this out at the Dreamcast on Saturday.
I don't know about that. I'm still stuck on Toho rhythm game. Okay.
Isn't that
it's not like I even have a. It's not even like I really have a choice. You act like you're saying that and you're trying to defend it like I have a choice. I'm gonna pull up and you're going to make me play this game anyway.
Maybe
you haven't played it?
I have not.
I'm actually shocked.
Rune, that's not a sword.
That is true.
If he loses this round, we'll all know why.
That's true. It's the optimal play for staff.
Because he's the lesser Tetris player?
What? Wow. That was mean. Cannot believe you would say something like that.
Oh,
I mean, T-flat is pretty cracked, so it's entirely possible.
T-flat is a previous champion in this game, so
You always got to root for the underdog.
Ooh,
I don't
nice
think Rune's a
overhead
dog.
from T-flat.
Yep.
It's
that
feels like
I don't
it could be the beginning of the end. Like, this is a challenging down stack, and there's not going to be a lot of offensive from Rune in the meantime.
yeah, Rune really
hate
needed to
Ratttz
draw an O. Cool.
Please tell me that Buffring's not.
They still look in match on my side.
They sure do. What if I just
There it
unpause it?
Oh, thank goodness.
You can force
I
it
was
to
scared.
unpause and stop buffering.
Oh yeah, look, I was just scared.
Buffering is for cowards.
True. Oh my god, this Tarai attack. Okay. Alright.
That was so
Oh,
good.
brother, the
Why
panic
the-
mash.
Oh, I don't know about this one.
What is
So
the
he might
plan
be down
here?
here.
Okay.
Okay, a
missile.
missile. It's gonna do something.
We have to do the triple rotate in order to get
That
it
was
in
the
there.
most panicked triple rotate I've ever seen.
Oh, he
Oh
couldn't-
no!
Oh, ooh.
No!
Well, great play by T-flat, closing that out for the win.
Alrighty. Congratulations, T-flat. Moving on up to winner semis. Be my next opponent. I have a feeling we'll probably be looking at our other winner semis match first. We do have a lot of losers bracket still left to go.
Oh boy, so top four at the moment appears to be myself, Andgonz, T-flat, and Ratttz.
Yeah, this
Ooh.
is absolutely a stacked final. Like, normally not all four of us are here. Like, one of us is usually absent. But having everybody gathered today is really exciting. Like, I'm really excited to see how this bracket's going to play out, especially in our new format.
This feels like, after watching everyone play,
Mm-hmm.
this is gonna be good. I think this is gonna be interesting. I don't know who to root for this, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Low key though, just saying, Ratttz. You know, I got my money
It's
on
okay.
you.
All
You
I'm
can
saying
root
is,
for me, Elijah.
Aren't you? Are you?
I'm
still
not
bracket.
saying you have. I'm not saying you have to root for me, but I've done 3 swords off stream. So.
You are correct, and I can't confirm it because I didn't see it, but I will trust word of mouth.
Let's keep trying to pull on all the strings on his allegiances.
Currently, right now, you have the game-winning one. You threatened my food.
Okay, we've got Ratttz versus T-flat coming up. This is going to be really interesting. Honestly, both these players are pretty dang good at this game, so we're going to get some good Tetris either way. Okay, Ratttz. For someone who claimed they were slow, I just want to point out that they've dropped like double the pieces that T-flat has.
Yeah, right.
All of 5 seconds into the game. So she has a pretty high bar in mind when she calls herself slow.
Yeah,
Just plays into Juicey's maxim of, if somebody tells you they're not good at a puzzle game, they're lying.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And Ratttz is no exception.
I think some of it's strictly trying to compare to like what people do as feats in single player, whether that's guideline or like TGM, and I don't think that's a fair metric, both for other players and herself. because being fast and being stable in the context of versus is always different. It just is.
Ooh,
No,
just
I get
enough
it.
ceiling room to make that rotation on Rattz's side. So despite the slower speed, you'll notice T-Flat's board is in a pretty comfy spot. Some of those early joints that came out of Rattz's side, T-Flat's got the skill to find solves. So when your damage whiffs, it really whiffs. So there's no benefit in playing fast in that case.
Ratttz choosing to cash in damage instead of patching up top board, but double I kind of makes that a moot point here.
Mhm.
Oh, T-Flat
Oh, no.
struck by the solid ceiling. That might be enough to finish this round, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So first point going to Ratttz.
As soon as you told me that the ceiling is solid, I knew that was going to be one of the worst things. That's the worst feeling, to see that you obviously could have made the move, but then they decided to program the game to hate you even more than it already does.
Yeah. Now this game is the fourth game in a lineage of Sega Tetris game releases, and they've all had solid ceilings. So they're just kind of keeping with tradition. But this is the last game, I think, the last game that was made where a solid ceiling is quote-unquote normal.
Yeah. But as a man who's played Dark Souls, just because the game, the hard difficulty is normalized, doesn't mean we can just say that the game doesn't hate you.
I mean, again, this game has true random. It hates you.
No, for sure. Oh, I like that joint placement for the double blocks.
I think that means we're allowed to say that Sega Tetris is the Dark Souls of Tetris.
Bed.
I don't know. He was I think they were kind of spinning with that sentence.
Okay. Very stable board control from T-Flat. Meanwhile, Ratttz is still trying to recover from an overhead hit.
That joint did not quite work out like she'd hoped for.
Ooh.
Oh, and now the Tetris hole gets blocked with another overhead hit. So this is going to be pretty rough.
Gonna have to play a little fast.
We can get out.
I mean, anything's possible, but... Ratttz, that's the wrong
that was...
orientation.
It was all planned.
Anything is possible, but not
Sword, make the sword. Go out with the sword. No.
Choosing to keep her tournament life alive in exchange for the sword, I think not.
Listen, you don't know what the timeline looked like if she built a sword there. I'm telling you, she was going to win.
Amelia DQ.
Oh, no. Good survivability. Questionable sword play, but good survivability.
Having to choose between the sword or your tournament life. What a conundrum.
Ooh.
Oh,
Interesting
that's a setup.
formation. Okay, this time T-Flat striking first with the joint. It is a slightly awkward combo of pieces. It's going to leave some amount of damage on Rattz's board. And likewise, some on T-Flat's as well with the return joint. But that's just part of the game. Yep.
Professional opinion. What's the best piece to go on with the joint?
What do you mean?
Like, it's deterministic. Whatever you clear with is one half of the joint. If you could force any piece to be part of someone's joint that they have to deal with, what would it be?
So, am I hoping for a piece as a defender or as the attacker?
As you want to deal to someone.
So the
Okay.
attacker.
As attacker.
Yeah. Like TL or TJ are kind of funky. There's no real clean solution usually for those ones.
Oh, I mean, like, just you can only choose one half of the equation.
Oh, just half?
Because that's what you can do in the game.
It might be T. It might be T.
Okay.
It's definitely not going to be O or I.
I'd just like to say Ratttz sent that overhang to T flat, and that was I felt so bad.
I don't know. This bracket is starting to change my feelings on just how disruptive the overhead actually is.
It's
Like,
huge.
it's always been annoying, but now it's felt like match-endingly annoying.
It's central, I think. It doesn't mean it's the only thing you should go for, but
When it works, it works.
it's one of the few attacks that not every time, but you might high roll something with staying power. And by comparison, the joints have very unfavorable odds for that, I think.
The sword. Oh no, it's fine. It's okay. I understand.
Staff. She's not staff. It's okay.
It's okay.
True.
Oh, that eyepiece being eaten by the joint is kind of rough. And now those joints actually did serious damage there.
What are we doing here, Ratttz?
The 1-2.
Shit. All right.
So, and this high on board, it's going to really do stuff because that's basically 2 misdrops. So Ratttz just needs a little extra to close this out, or T-flat needs the God sequence of pieces. So we'll see which one's coming today. Oh, T-flat's so good so far. The joint comes out just slightly too soon. The solid ceiling, you can't do that. That's so sad.
No. It will always feel bad. It will never not.
I think that closes it out. Yeah,
That's
3
it.
for Ratttz, 1 for T-flat.
That is it. Good play on both plays there. Ratttz takes it though. Like I said, my money was on Ratttz. I'm sorry.
Both T-flat and I have won a bracket of this. T-flat doesn't play this super regularly, but I feel like her Tetris fundamentals are a little bit better than mine across the board. I'm just used to the jank. This game is just a little dank. It's dank and it's got jank. The two things. It controls funny. It is funny. And I am constantly in this room, in this lobby on Fightgate. I'm just always lurking in there, waiting for any wandering challenge to come by. Like I'm a trapdoor spider or something.
I feel bad for like any new person who's just like, man, this Tetris game looks fun, and then Ratttz just is there. It's just like, I hope that I get a nice opponent that isn't like 100% better than me in this, and it's like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to learn today. Justin Wan said those words.
All right, joining us on the microphone in just a moment, we are actually going to have a visit from KirkGamer. Kirk, hello.
Have I connected?
You are.
All right, wonderful. I'm here to commentate.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what's going on here? My god. Well, welcome to the stream, Kirk. How have you been enjoying Sega Tet?
Oh my gosh, it's a joy as always. I love this game. I love playing this game. I love fighting in this game. It's excellent.
Hell yeah. Fantastic. We have a stream match between Andgonz and Color Thief. We're going to get right into that. I have Andgonz. I'm going to stream to the Discord first.
Excellent.
And we have Andgonz on the left, Color Thief on the right. In this winners semis match.
Two very powerful players for sure.
So we've been chilling for a little bit here. I don't know if you want to fast forward.
Oh, sure. La 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 la
I
la
guess
la.
we should have still gone into it. The message is to wait for stream host, which I guess.
Oh yeah,
didn't need
you don't
to
have
do.
to. You don't have to wait for stream
Yeah.
host on Flycast. Flycast. Okay, so low key, I hate this feature that it always starts from the beginning, but it does have some perks. You know what I mean?
You get to see the monkey move really fast. It's really funny.
That's true.
All right, so these two players, they're no stranger to Tetris.
No. In fact, I would characterize Andgonz as one of the strongest Sega Tetris players around right now. Like, he is incredibly good at this game. He is incredibly fast in TGM, and I feel like he is totally unbothered by the weird jank of this game. Like, he plays so fast. CT's no slouch. CT is also a tap GM and quite fast. And also CT is one of the other, like, I live in this lobby, I don't leave the lobby. Like, anytime you want to play, come play. So CT is also quite strong. This overhead from Andgonz is actually a little late. Color Thief throwing away his board, simply doesn't need it. And now Andgonz, in spite of his offense, is actually a little bit on the back foot. He's got a few really annoying singles to clear, and even if he drew an eye to put down the hole that he just stacked over, there wasn't a line waiting for him at the bottom. You also notice that Andgonz has a very aggressive style. He likes to incorporate dependencies that other players would shy away
That's
from.
brutal.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that hard ceiling doing a lot of work there.
Yes. So Color Thief's signature style is to just like stare at his opponent's board. Like, he's not merely a screen watcher. He's actually like not looking at his own screen. He's looking at yours. You know, you got the
I
same
always
piece
struggle with
queue.
that. It's such a skill.
Yeah. But it comes into handy in this game when it comes to like timing an overhead triple, or interacting or reacting to missiles, all sorts of things that, like, when you are new to this game, they don't seem like they have that much value, but as players get better at playing joints, it becomes like a very important expression of skill, is your ability to interact and look at your opponent. Okay, so CT has this really funny double. He has to... I'm sorry, Andgonz has a very funny double that he had to, like, wiggle his piece into. And now CT... He's got a little bit of stacking to go before he's able to send over some pressure. He'll send over the double. Now he's got to fill this eye dependency. No big deal. He's got to contend with his overhang. Look at this beautiful T-spin.
Yeah, nice little T-spin there.
And this Tarai attack, too early. CT able to mash out, no problem. We do have a very funny joint here. It's slightly annoying. I think every high-level Sega Tetris player has a certain number of joints that they know are safe. So, like, I don't know that butting the L against the O that way was, like, optimal, but it doesn't take any thought to do that. You know?
You've already kind of practiced with it. It's in the memory bank.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say, now that I've got more experience with the game, I find it harder to find kind of creative solves that maybe would have been more optimal, and I kind of do rely more on those kind of safety ones. But sometimes it's what you got to do, especially at high gravity.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
See, Juicey asked like a pretty fair question of like, what is like the hardest joint to deal with?
Oh, I definitely think that... So, there's this easy joint that you can do with S into J or Z into L, and it makes like a little 3x3 cube with a hole in it. That joint's really easy, right? But if you receive those pieces in opposite order, that attack is nightmarish. It's like impossible to make a good... It's almost impossible to make a good piece out of it.
You know, speaking of tough joints, Andgonz, some tough joints there.
Oh my gosh.
And that hard ceiling's going to start putting on pressure.
And his greed, he's looking for
And another overhead.
Kill shot.
Andgonz's like willingness to go for like top board doubles, eye dependencies as far as the eyes can see, really punished by opponents who are, you know, aware, looking for those overheads, looking for all sorts of ways to get additional advantage from interacting.
And I'll remind viewers that the hard ceiling makes eye dependencies very dangerous at top of board because you cannot really rotate the eyepiece as you'd like to get in to make those solves like you could otherwise.
Yeah.
And also don't forget that like the piece queue is just so unfriendly.
Oh yeah.
It's
oh
random,
my god,
random stuff.
CT. Oh,
Nice
okay.
little, T-spin as well on Andgonz's side.
Oh, what a Tetris. Yeah, no, the block queue just... I don't think it's been a while since I've seen like two of the same pieces pop up like that, and you have to like deal with that. It's like, oh man. Like, I don't think it's like the worst thing, but like when it happens, if you're not prepared for that, you're gonna have to deal with that.
I thought that was a pretty good solve with the L's, and I like that T-spin as well on Color Thief's side.
Yep. Oh, Andgonz not reacting. Has to take this overhead. Not the worst. He doesn't have like anything super floating, but that misdrop. Oh no. Okay, he does have a double off of this O joint. DT, he's just chilling. His board looks great. Vibing. He's even setting up for a T-spin.
Good old Tetris.
What's the score? You know, that's a great question. I'm pretty sure it's 0-1 Color Thief.
Or it's Color Thief, yeah.
Sorry. One of these days, we'll have somebody dedicated to production instead of like all the roles at once. Okay, this joint for Andgonz. I don't know if we can rotate that, bud.
No. As soon as I saw that joint, I was like, ugh, can you do anything with that? But I believe that's 0-2. Or that's 2 over Color Thief. Color Thief just kind of...
Oh, maybe I'm mistaken? They're no longer in match.
We're going to confirm the scores here.
Is that 2 or is that 3? Andgonz said GG after the point.
Oh, that's wild. I thought that was only 2.
Shall we check the tapes?
I mean, we can, but that seems involved.
What's the fast forward button? You have to map all of the buttons for Flycast replay system, which is slightly annoying.
I'm going to break out the VHS player here. Let's see.
Do you remember what your score was, CT?
My score? I mean, I think I won every round.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I won twice or 3 times.
I thought it was twice.
I think we got 1 for Color Thief.
It was 3. Wow.
He says it was 3. Okay.
Yep,
Well,
that's confirmed.
That was fast then. A very commanding performance, CT, with a 3-0 sweep over Andgonz. Not a trivial opponent to do that for.
Ratttz, what have we done?
What have we done?
Commentator versus commentator in winners final.
I know, but first, I do have to tell you all about some upcoming events here at Puzzle Wednesday. If you thought that this was the only weird puzzle game that you would see, it gets much weirder and much stranger. Next Wednesday, we have Pequena Excellent on the PS1. This is a cascading chain game where you're creating lines of ice to free penguins, and then you're trying to make groups of 6 or more penguins to clear. Doing this sends over question mark blocks over to your opponent, either overhead or underneath, depending on your character. And during their next clear, it changes into a random piece. Either a penguin, an ice, an ice that contains a penguin, or even an empty space. This is really the let's go gambling of chaining games. There is a Super Famicom version. It's a little bit different. We're playing the PS1 Duck Station version, mostly because the characters make the game a little bit more lethal, and fighting over the shared piece queue is sometimes a little slow. The following Wednesday, February 19th, we have the second Majidoro Masters qualifier. So, Majidoro Masters is the premier competitive league for Magical Drop 3. This is a highly competitive, excellent tournament series that our friend of the stream, BirdUp, operates. And we host roughly half of the qualifiers. Players who place high in this bracket will earn qualifier points later to be invited to a season finale later on. I want to say in May or June. So definitely check this game out. Even if you're not competing, it's a hell of a show. The following Wednesday, we have Weltris on February 26th. This is the anti-stacking game. You and your opponent share a board. It's a well, and you're going to be dropping pieces into the well, trying to block your opponent from being able to place their pieces in the well at all. You're really not trying to make lines. You're trying to obstruct your opponent. It's got all sorts of cool footsies. You can split your piece along the corner to do all sorts of weird tricks. There's a recovery piece that you can use to get a little bit of health back, but it gives your opponent some delicious oki or advantage. It's just a cool game, and I'm looking forward to sharing this with you. The following Wednesday, our first bracket of March, we have Mouse Shooter Go-Go. If you've ever played Windjammers but wished it were Puzzle Bobble instead, Mouse Shooter Go-Go is definitely the dodgeball puzzle game for you. You and your opponent both control mice locked in an arena full of bubbles, and you can shoot the bubbles either to clear pieces off of your board or to shoot them directly. If you clear all the pieces on your side of the board, you win. If you hit your opponent, they lose. And you can also fire off dominoes into your opponent's board to make their board even more complicated for them to deal with, or at least just to slow them down to prevent them from clearing. It's really an incredible game, and I highly encourage you to check it out. And don't forget, coming up soon, Puzzle Wednesday's premiere podcast, Margin Time, is going to be hosting the creator of Tetrachroma. If you'd like to get an idea of what went into the making of Tetrachroma, and stay tuned for that. Juicy, you're on the horn. Is that this Sunday?
It's going to be this Sunday at 5 p.m. EDT. We're on daylight time still, right? Question mark?
I think so.
I can never remember to save my life, but
yep.
you know.
So if you'd like to see Sparse Vector talk shop with some of our lovely staff about all the things that are going on in Tetrachroma and its development, among the other games that Sparse Vector has been working on, then why don't you go check that podcast out this Sunday. You said it was 8. Juicy, I need the exact time.
5 p.m. EDT.
5 p.m. EDT. Put it in the chat so that way you can remember, save the date. We'll see you then on Sunday. That's all, folks. We're going to get back into some games in just a bit. Our hardworking TOs, once again, just Alex and itsaMeliaSMB. I'm going to be queuing up some match calls. We have quite the losers bracket to go, but it looks like we're heading over to winners finals. Incredible. DT.
Ratttz.
We're in it. We're going to winners finals. The commentary team kill. It's real.
Let's do this.
We're playing first to 5.
We have to count to 5.
Yeah, I know. Normally I only have to count to 4. Because that's what you need to play Puyo. But counting to 5, that's kind of a lift for me. I don't know if I can do it. Maybe I'll have somebody like the Sesame Street count for me. They gotta announce the number of rounds with an like every time.
Count Dracula, insane. All right, so I have no idea what Color Thief is doing.
He's just misdropping.
This is how it goes sometimes. But it seems like an easy cleanup. We'll just come back from that.
Ooh. I think I do it here.
Oh, what a missile. I feel like the missile sometimes is just a little like underwhelming when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm just waiting for the time when the missile actively just murks like the board, and it's just like, oh man, how are you gonna deal with this one?
So the easiest cheat to making a missile effective is actually cashing that in if your opponent's highest part of the stack is like at the edges of the board, because those are some of the hardest to fix. Anything less than that, you just kind of underwhelming.
Okay.
Oh, the solid ceiling gets me once again.
Oh no.
Moral of the story of this
He's
bracket is
watching.
no one's good at blocking overheads, apparently.
I
just
don't
have
want to
to
look
stay
at my opponent.
That's the only thing you want to do in puzzle games, Ratttz.
That
Don't
is
lie to
true.
me.
I am lying. I just gave myself a point.
Oh
just-
no, what?
I just love
I
lying.
see.
Insane.
We're all about falsehoods here.
I think we're about dipshit energy. We're like, not the blatant lying territory. This is funny. Do contradictory statements count? What do you think, Elijah?
I mean, maybe. I think they count a little bit.
My least favorite joint.
No, you got it. It's right there.
Double I can be disruptive, but I would never call it like something I'm terrified of seeing.
No, the previous one.
CT's in 2 layers of overhead, and he is dying for it because technically, until he patched that up and got the key joint near the bottom left, he could not fit an eye over to the left board. Just was not in the cards.
What do you do about this? Oh, the overhead.
I
mean, yeah.
No, like this game is brutal. Sometimes you just don't get answers.
Oh man. Well, see, look, Ratttz is not a liar. It's 1-1 now.
True.
We are not calling convenient outcomes later on as calling things correctly back in the past.
What are you talking about? It just happened. Don't worry, everyone. Juicey and I are great friends, and he appreciates the quality I bring to our friendship.
Hell yeah.
See, you know what? You're right. I can't even irony post through that.
What a clean.
Fine, I'll buy you Indian food on Saturday.
I wasn't even looking for that, but I'll take it. But that Tetris
Look.
though? Ooh.
Niceties take you places.
Why, thank you.
Oh boy, Rattt's already in a huge danger situation. I feel like something that's kind of evolved on how useful it ultimately is over the years is I think Tetrises are back to being good. It's one of those things like you only send like a Tetris wide gap wherever you clear it, and on paper that's rubber bandable, but again, if you have the right context of when to send, it's going to be a lot of work for Ratttz to be able to resend the Tetris back and get out of this disadvantage.
For sure. Ratttz was like up there, and then the Tetris happened, and then had to play a little bit. They had to play cleanup like mad quick. And to be honest, I still think they are.
I mean, yeah, shorthand. If we're in the top 3 or 4 rows, you're not out of it. You're just not.
This is not the wash pan. I saw it in everything. Oh man, this game is brutal.
So we're bearing the lead, Elijah. You and I, we hang out together. Back when we were at the GOAT running puzzle for the first time, it started with Puyo Tetris. We did that for a couple of years, about half a year, and we did Puyo Champions, and then we switched to Mystery Scene. I managed to convince everyone that this would be our Tetris of choice, and we ran it for about like a year straight. And it was a glorious time.
You convinced people to play this game for a year?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I have that ability sometimes.
See,
button mashes count for getting out of stun. Yes. Anyway, yes, go on.
Dude, I mean, like, I say that's impressive, but like, actively, you do that to me every Saturday when you're just like, so we're playing a new game, and then I'm hooked on that game for months.
Getting mildly sidetracked. If you're the kind of person that goes out looking for video games, I feel like you got to have some give and take on what you're willing to take chances on. Like, you can come out as like, yeah, I'm here for Street Fighter 6, but also, for a better choice of words, sometimes you gotta take in the local cuisine just a touch. You gotta do something out of your comfort zone. Sometimes you just gotta put a controller in someone's hands.
Oh, that overhead was insane.
I'm surprised Ratttz managed that tuck there. Oh, okay. Yeah, Tetris will close that out.
My God.
But one of the things that I want to do when we get, potentially, if we get an influx of people locally for TGM4, I have something special with this game. This game had online play. And technically, in the year of our Lord 2024, it actually came back via private servers. But it had a 1v1 mode, not unlike this. But it also, I'm telling things out of order. Do you know that the Dreamcast has a LAN cable?
No.
Only 4 games use it. You wanna bet money on what one of them is?
This one.
This one. It restores the 4-player free-for-all. And between 2 consoles. And it has like a proto Tetris 99 targeting system where you can decide who you're going to hit of the 3 other players by using the trigger buttons to navigate. Pretty sick. I would love to do something with that in person at some point.
I'll be down.
I appreciate you, buddy. But no, all that to say, man, Sega Tetris is sick.
It is sick. I'm telling you, this is more Tetris like this, please. I want more crazy Tetris that when you thing, it just messes up the opponent. I'm not all right. No more just I gave you trash. I need your piece. You need to figure out which piece you stick together and where you're gonna place that.
You know, you hang around us, you'll find more.
Oh.
Anyway, back in the real game dimension, boy howdy, CT. So this is the hard thing with this game is, yes, material disadvantage exists, but also there's just some class of players that don't care. CT is a fantastic Tetris Grandmaster player. He's the first Western Death GM. Brother can absolutely downstack his way out of a cardboard box and then some. So disadvantage for CT is not as real as disadvantage for like a good chunk of the rest of bracket. You know? That's why I feel terrified using declarative statements about CT's play in any Tetris game.
Oh no.
Because he
Wait.
can always and will always prove me wrong. No, we're out of here. Overhead in top 3 rows, done. Done,
Oh.
done, done.
The good anime, but also overhead.
I mean, CT also likes to prove to me that he's human sometimes.
It's all right. It's okay. Everyone has to have a limit.
I don't think we need to be radicalized against guideline at this point. Like, TGM4 is coming. Other stuff is allowed to exist again. But I feel like there's an argument that there's making up for lost time. Boy, I don't see how Ratttz getting out of some of the... Well...
I was gonna say, just get an eyepiece and then just kind of stack up. Maybe use the 4 block there. Oh no, wait! I didn't see that little gap there. Oh my goodness.
We're gonna take a plug with the O and fish for better pieces, but we're only getting O's, Z's, and S's, and those are deeply niche to be calling good pieces in. Oh my god. Like, they're both drowning in bad RNG right now, but CT's got his water wings on. He's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say
He's
Ratttz
not gonna drown. Ratttz, she's drowning.
It feels less like unfair. What a good joint keep though.
We're mounting a comeback, but CT has one gap to his entire board right now. We got a Tetris, and that's going to make her life just harder, just for the bit.
Oh, what do you do?
Cashing another double Oki there. At this point, no, die.
Oh my goodness. That was mean. That was mean.
Look, there's a lot of things that we'll joke about. Yeah, you gotta greed, you gotta go extra, you gotta lock in the kit. No, this, you don't play with your food. If you get a move that is going to end it, end it. This game is so mean with the resources it gatekeeps from you. If you get something that finishes a match, you take it. You take it right then and there.
Man, look how cool. That's like, no, I get it. Like, I'm watching it, and it's just like I wanted to say that this game is like a fight. You describe this game to me, and you're like, it's like a fight. It's Tetris, but fighting. But like, it is just like that. You don't have time. You have to play against your opponent way more, and it's like, oh man,
there's a lot more context to what you should be doing at any given moment than just playing at a faster tempo than your opponent, and that's not necessarily untrue of other versions of the game, but Lord, in this, you just, if you're not looking both ways before you cross the street, your opponent will get the better of you.
Rat's board just being like relatively clear here. Like, it has just kind of time to build. I don't think that overhead is gonna do. Oh,
it's gonna do exactly what it needed to, because it's just tall enough. Okay.
Oh, and a Tetris? Board's not looking as clear as they wanted to.
CT's been very bold about cashing in Tetrises, and I don't disagree with him on it. Like, he's just been getting the mileage. Rattz's down stack is pretty neat at this point, though. We're going to plug it up with a S, but she seems fine otherwise. might be getting out of the bad situation for Ratttz here. Gonna keep stacking over the well with the ZS flood there. And while there was some chicanery that you could do to not force that much overstacking on it, in this game I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Oh no.
Mixed up our Z and S on the joint there, and life might be hell. It's like it's something that you wouldn't think is such a tough skill to learn. Because in your mind, you should be able to rationalize, like, okay, with those next two pieces, I would put this here, and then I would put the other one on top of it here. But playing it as one, it's just tough. We got Ratttz plugging in a T-spin opportunity. He even showed up on time. It could have worked.
Oh, this wash and though.
Oh, we got the KO.
Oh, that was 3 pieces, 3 whole pieces there.
Look, for being it forced 2 different eye dependencies. That's brutal. We're just biding our time at this point. I don't see the way out.
Oh, that's that eye was so unnecessary.
GG's. Thanks for playing, CT. Be waiting up at grand finals. You still have a little bit more of losers bracket to go through. So soon we'll have looks like Andgonz versus Roonespism will be our next stream match. We are in losers, not losers semis, losers quarters. Really. ET, you've gotten a lot more aggressive. Like, a little more aggressive, I find.
Yeah, I had a bad day at work, and I'm taking it all out on my opponents. What can I say?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm deeply interested in sending over the Tetrises. You know, like that's a pretty like fiery choice, but it did work out at least once. So
I don't think you returned a single Tetris I sent.
I thought I returned exactly one.
Okay, yeah. That round I wasn't choosing it so much as my piece sequence was either take it or do something worse.
Mm-hmm. So I have Rune on the left, Andgonz on the right. We are truly international tonight. Andgonz is coming all the way from Venezuela. Rune is in Argentina. I'm sorry. Argentina, and Rune is from Australia. So this connection, they may be in hell. Like the packets, they're swimming, you know?
This is just another layer of gameplay right now.
True.
They're playing it as if they were still on dial-up. I get it.
Yeah. The buffering is really slow. Like I'm looking, so if you look at the bottom right, you'll see those are the amount of frames that are left unplayed. So we're only getting, we're not like, Fightcade is really struggling to deliver this match to me. Oh, great triple from Andgonz. Rune is
That's
not
a pretty cool
ready.
joint.
I really did not expect that.
I love that joint.
Yeah.
It was so good. Every time you sit down with this game, it seems you come across some new joint formation.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool.
Oh, Rune, no!
Oh man.
Oh god, he had when you receive an overhead, if it is in column 1 or in column 10, you have an opportunity to move it one piece over. And so that makes that particular overhead not particularly strong relative to how strong overheads can get.
It depends. It's just really common for a player to have like the edge of the board be the highest point, in which case they can just take a single with the overhead. But in other situations, it's perfectly fine, I think, to make an overhead on the edge. Ooh.
That Tetris really sold that to me. I was like, you guys were explaining it, and I saw the Tetris on the right, and I was like, oh, that can't be that bad. And I saw the board, and I was like, oh, that might be awful.
Yeah, I feel like if you send over a Tetris and your opponent's in disadvantage, like it's just straight gas for you. Like you really would love to fire it off, but
you have to be confident, because if they do dig through,
yes,
quite possibly you are in no position to immediately return it, and it can turn the tide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I may. Oh, they already left. E flat versus Mark game. They're already done. I feel like I wonder if it would make more sense for me to stream a replay of their game, just because
rather than doing it live.
Because this is going so. The buffering is just so bad.
Yeah, I think that might be the best call, actually.
It's just a little disruptive.
We have no other matches to stream. Oh, you mean stream?
I could stream a replay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of stabilizing.
I mean, I want to see these two fight, but
I do. That's the other thing, is that I rarely get to see these two in the same room together, so. All right, great overhead from Andgonz. Rune a little unawares. They're very easy to get caught unawares because, you know, a typical stacking strategy of like stacking from the outside in to build a too wide well in order to send attacks. It's a pretty common like 90s Tetris thing to do, and it gets punished so hard by overhead attacks. Rune would love to find a way to deal with these JLI dependencies. Oh, he's actually reading, because I assume he was able to find a way clear. This missile, okay, he opts not to take the missile because the missile's not very good.
Set up he could have sent up the O2, the oh, he gets it anyways.
Oh, he gets a Tarai attack instead. Way better.
This is gonna be really hard to get out of.
Yeah.
Oh, into a Tetris? Get out of here.
I'm starting to see the value in just hard committing to the aggression.
Yeah.
I think it was Juicey who told me when he asked me, then he was explaining this game to me. He was like, Tetris isn't really fully worth it from time to time. I'm feeling like he's lying to me. Feeling like I've seen several Tetrises end games. It just matters. All it matters is when you place it. Like obviously, if their board is clear and they have a way to deal with it, don't send a Tetris. You know, you can send like joints or whatever. But as soon as you see that board, as soon as they don't have a way to answer it, Tetris, all full aggression.
I am always scared of sending a Tetris to CT because CT's downstacking is just so strong. But against some of my other opponents, yeah, I'll send them a Tetris. Like hold this.
It's one of those things where you also like, you just gotta test the waters. It's like, can you deal with this Tetris? And if you can, maybe I won't send it to you. If you can't, we're playing clean the board. You're gonna hold these Tetrises.
And it just crashes.
No.
Oh, no. Did it crash for them?
No, they're still in match.
Well,
I mean, I'm gonna try and reload the replay here.
Okay.
We're just
I
gonna
don't think
fast
anyone
forward.
would judge if we went to a different match.
There isn't another one to call.
No. But the other played match hasn't been streamed.
Oh, yeah. Let's just do that. You know what? I got nothing going on.
So, with apologies to Andgonz and Rune, we may or may not come back to it, depending on how we're doing for time. But we're going to sub in the losers round 5 match with T-Flat versus Mark Gamed. Ooh, interesting joint off the start, but the tuck options are still there for T-Flat. So this may all work out. And now I'm morbidly curious. So am I the only commentator left, or
No, you are not. I'm just chilling. You were having a moment.
I am watching right now. Like saying, this is never played this. This is the first time watching, and all my experiences is just normal Tetris. So sometimes I'm just lost in the sauce.
I am grimly curious what it feels like for this to be like your Tetris. Like this is
you just know there's a guy out there where this is the only Tetris they've ever played.
Yeah.
They're like, wait a second. What do you mean they don't send other things in this Tetris?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Why would you not? They play Tetris like 99, and they're just like, this is so boring
garbage.
All right, T-Flat. Oh, this kind of like build the overhang, clear it out, and then clear it again is looking a little dicey. But if we just draw.
With the right pieces, there is a down stack here.
Oh my god. Wait.
Yes,
wait.
Perfect.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yes.
And then, goodness.
Tetris. This down stack is so real. Hell yeah.
This game's amazing.
And Mark is pretty far away from returning this Tetris. Like, his board is kind of cheese.
But at that point, I think T-Flat's going to be able to handle it, even if.
Yeah.
Yeah, T-Flat has enough space to find the down stack. She is finding a convincing amount of pressure at top board, though.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, it's kind of turning into a down stack. You know, she never let up with the pressure, and it's effectively a down stack right now. Ooh, Mark Gamed is still in it with a clever joint placement. You got to think on your feet at top board like this. But I don't know. This is a lot of joints. It's getting kind of rough.
I think T-Flat deserved that.
Yeah.
That one. That was amazing. Can I call it a comeback?
Oh, it was a hell of a comeback.
Yeah,
anytime
definitely.
You're like 3/4 up in this game is really stressful.
Mm-hmm.
The slightest flinch from the randomizer can like end your run.
To say nothing of receiving an additional overhead when you're at top board.
Oh yes, yeah, because that's instant death as well. So you know your opponent is scrambling to find one.
Mark, what is this?
Ooh,
like, that's not a dinette set. Like, do you?
I see the vision. I see it. Look,
it's fine now.
That's true.
See the problem.
You're right. If you're never even a little bit just oh.
I'm loving some of these budget swords people are making.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like a spear.
Okay. T-Flat sending over a bunch of pressure. Mark,
But like a bit of overhangs on both boards.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark doesn't seem overly stressed.
But honestly, both players are doing a good job of
maintaining
pressure with the down stack.
Oh, this triple is so spicy. Okay.
I mean, if she gets the right pieces, she could ignore it. This is a pretty... No, she didn't see the O.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Not looking at our piece queue. Okay, cool tuck. Mark Mark feeling much more comfortable now. Looks like he's queuing up for Tetris pretty soon. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a Tetris for sure.
There's a great column to attack in too.
Oh yes. Okay, T-Flat finds the Tetris, so they're trading Tetrises here.
Oh, with that wash pan gives them some time to breathe. Gives them some time to breathe.
T-Flat has the down stack opened up. The eyepiece gets swallowed by the joint attack.
T-Flat didn't see the there's a pretty cool double off of that joint.
I saw it too.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of time to find them.
So hard. And also, like, even if you could find a double, like, there's a certain amount of great reaction on the split. Yeah, like, even if you like see a good split or a good joint double, the amount of time it takes for you to make it also becomes a bit more relevant as we get this deep into the bracket. Because your opponent, if you spend time like thinking around, being like, "What's my optimal double? What's my optimal joint?" Your opponent is going to queue up like 4 more of them.
Yeah.
I'm loving T-Flat's down stack here. Unfortunately, the game does not deem her worthy of receiving a TP.
No, she's fine. She's fine.
She's fine?
She's fine.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, she's fine. She's gaming. Look at this.
Oh my god. Tetris hole.
That line piece to send another Tetris though.
That's a bit of an awkward joint, but she does get the Tetris. But you know what? Mark is in a really good position to send both of these back.
Oh, so funny.
Oh my god.
Oh, in a combo, no less.
Oh god.
I think this is the most Tetris-filled round we've streamed all tournament.
But what if T-Flat did it back though?
She's very close to making that a reality here.
Yep, it's open. The game just has to grace her with some eyepieces. Oh no! I don't blame her for doing that at this speed though. Like, you can't react to the next beast anymore at that height.
Okay, Tetris ready. Oh, it's a joint!
Oh, no!
You can't rotate it!
Betrayed by the solid ceiling.
Oh my god.
Mark just needs to find a little more pressure.
An eyepiece, literally. Oh my god, great spin from T-Flat.
But what an overhead from Mark. Oh my goodness.
What a great match.
This is definitely some Sega Tetris. Are they tied up 1-1 now?
Oh, they are. Are they not?
Wow.
That was quite the...
Yeah, no, I was asking. Yeah. Yeah.
How's the solid ceiling never betrayed anyone? I mean, it doesn't betray... If you're winning and your opponent's struggling, is it betraying you? Like...
You know what? In a single-player game, solid ceilings kind of really suck.
Yes.
But in a versus game, I kind of don't mind there being danger and stuff that causes the game to end.
Yeah.
If the matches go on forever, it's kind of hype, but it gets old fast. So
definitely,
I appreciate a bit of deadliness in my verses.
Definitely. Great overhead from T-Flat.
As TOs, we are pro the game ending.
Yes. Yes, our last bracket of this was over 4 hours. And no offense, but that's unacceptable. That's simply unacceptable.
I think they called another stream match, by the way.
Oh, did they?
I believe they did.
Oh, I see. Okay, well... Shall I call? You want to go watch that? I'm being pinged.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we get them into match? Chat, if you would like to see this VOD, it's available on the Fightcade replay server, the same where all of them are stored. I'm gonna tell you right now that Mark Gamed won 3-1 over T-Flat and is advancing to losers semis to go play Roonespism, who was just called. We're going to go check that game out right now. Looks like they're just getting into match as we speak. And this replay should behave. I got Mark on the left. I have Roonespism on the right.
I guess that means Rune beat Andgonz. So that set turned out 3-1 in favor of Rune.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations, Rune. I always have faith.
Oh, here's an overhead, and here I don't even hate this overhead on the edge. Okay, it could have stung harder, but I don't know. It's not free.
No.
Rune has to plan the entire rest of his upstack knowing that he's going to have a hole unless he plays his cards right.
Ooh.
Having the center board garbage is just so rough. He does have like some good doubles coming off of here, but like it's so hard to defend against Mark's pressure here. It's just slowly turning Rune's board into cheese. And Mark's well is constantly changing, so it's very difficult to adapt to this pressure.
Yeah, I don't think Rune got his feet off the ground this round. There may be a quick end, unless Mark finds a misdrop.
Ooh, I don't think any piece can go over there, my friend. Yeah, you know, I would say almost every single one of Mark's triples tonight has been pretty good. Like, there haven't been, like, I have sent many bad triples. Like, many triples that my opponent will hold down and then they just resolve. Which is embarrassing and frustrating. But Mark's triples, he always leaves something on his opponent's board. And that something adds up over time. You know?
I love to do something in the video game.
I love doing something. It's so good when you do something.
My favorite thing is playing the video game.
All right, Rune, this nightmarish multi-eye dependency situation going on.
It's fine. It's pure random. He'll just get the O follow-up. Ooh. Okay, I take it all back. The game can give him all the eyes in the world.
Right there.
Oh, buffering too. Packet's going for a swim. Mark queuing up the Tetris, no problem.
I'm personally rooting for Mark so that I don't have to fight Rune across the ocean.
That's true. I don't inherently hate Australia, but I don't like my connection to Australia.
I lived there for a year and the internet was butts.
Yeah. I don't think that I consume enough liquor to survive in Australia. Okay. Okay, split from Rune, but this overhead once again. Once you're at this height, it's pretty difficult to make a bad overhead against an opponent in this position. Like, they're just all good. Okay. Mark. Looking to open up this T. Has to accept some pretty weird overhangs because the video game was like, how about ZZ? How about you take a nap?
Game's like, let's make this bad boy interesting.
Yeah. That is sort of like an exciting thing, I think, or a thing I find about this game to be a little exciting, is just the possibility that sometimes a game will just decide, you know what, your opponent gets to live. Or, you know what, screw you. Your board is now spaghetti. Oh my god, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, Mark had to react to these a little bit, but Rune, oh my god, he gets the eye spin of a lifetime.
Ooh. With this grab, that Tetris is closing the deal. Okay.
Just so quickly the Tetris can just come out of nowhere too. It's just so crazy. Feels like just in like the beginning of like I looked over at Mark and I was like, I don't think anything's going on. Let's happen to run runes. And then like Tetris happened and I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, Mark was not planning on receiving this piece Q.
Oh no.
He is not doing great. But he has a Tarai attack. That is open. He makes the pike here. No swords for Mark. Oh, Rune, he's so comfortable. He's just oh, please don't misdrop this. Oh, he misdropped it! He didn't have to move it!
But he was in the middle of mashing, right? So I think it just sort of came out.
Oh my god, Rune, I'm so sorry, bud. Alright, well, he plays these joint pieces fairly well. Meanwhile, Mark, he's just living his best life.
Mark's just chilling, saying, you know, maybe I'm gonna KO him again.
Oh, interesting.
How quickly the turns have tabled.
Mark took a donation earlier that I was sort of surprised that he was interested in.
Oh, this is a pretty sick. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Holy moly. That's a fantastic joint, but
you gotta love it. No hesitation. Just like create the longest piece and slam it down.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I think he thought it was gonna fall one extra unit. But it's all good. He's got a KO attack. Oh, but he's getting KO'd himself.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. He could come out of this all right.
Yeah, he's waiting on this O, which shows up exactly at the right time. But he's making another well like right now.
The things, Rune is being very aggressive at the moment, and I don't see anything slowing him down on Mark's board.
Easiest joint of our lives. Mark doesn't have an easy way to get rid of this cheese. I guess he's just gonna fill in the holes one by one.
Ooh, that was a moderately awkward joint piece for Rune, actually. That actually had some staying power. And now it's created all these dependencies.
Yeah, even if he gets an eye, he gets a missile at best, right?
Yeah, but the 1-2... Oh, it's not a 1-2, it's a missile.
Oh, Rune, what is this? Oh, what the hell?
That was so sick.
That's beautiful.
Can he get the O-tuck? It's freezing. I don't know if he'll get... No. He needed the dash charge. I'm so curious if that was even possible at this speed. Okay. Rune took some serious damage, but... I don't know. If he can dig through just a little bit, he's got a real down stack.
Mark has so much pressure queued up, though.
Yeah, including a Tetris, which will make things very difficult for Rune at this speed.
Yeah, I think if he gets it, I think it's over.
Like, Mark passed on an overhead.
Oh, boy. Oh, it's barely there.
Okay.
Let's go. Oh.
No way. No. Oh, okay. Rune, you're my hero.
Attack.
Rune.
On a real survival play.
Holding on to the edge of their life right now.
Oh. That's such a shame.
Misread the J parody.
Yeah. Wow. Mark. Wow, what a sweep. I'm terrified. Like Chuckles, I'm in danger.
Oh, I believe you have to play them,
Yes,
don't you?
this is my next opponent. Yeah.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
That's fine. Let's
So
go
you guys are-
gambling.
You're back up to 5, right? Set of 5.
Yep.
Yep.
Alrighty, everything looks good. Head on over to losers finals.
Ooh, boy.
All right. I don't believe the names are on top of their head.
Yeah, I don't see the names, but Ratttz is player 2.
Okay. Feels like. Oh, I was gonna say they might be building a Tetris on the left there, but
I think it's
exactly what I thought it was. But they sent it at a weird time because then sent it right back.
Well, Mark's in a position to send it back as well, so I think that it's gonna go back and forth a few times before folks give it a permanent home. Oh, I like that downstack from Ratttz.
Ooh.
Getting 2 doubles off of those pair of L's.
Yeah, no, that was really good. Oh, choosing not to send the Tetris back?
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. She saw a tuck solution, I think, so she just prioritized keeping things stable. Oh, there's the overhead with the side hole, letting Ratttz take the single.
Yeah, literally blocking the overhead.
Okay, Ratttz does get the J on time. She was kind of greeting for it. Gets rewarded. Mark has a number of piece dependencies, but they get filled in. Things are looking pretty good now. The overhead causing some minor difficulties for Ratttz. We'll see how she builds up to it.
Ratttz just looks like relatively comfortable right now with her board right now.
She is, but I'm a little bit worried once she stacks high enough for that overhang to become relevant. Yeah, because now it took a bit of time, but now it's converting to a hole. Meanwhile, Mark has complete command of his board. He sends another overhead. It's a side overhead. Mostly just tickles Ratttz.
Yeah, they cleaned up that overhead very, very well. Ooh, another overhead. I literally blocked it again.
Okay. I think I smell a 1-2 coming from Mark. He builds it. And now he's holding out for the eyepiece. It comes. Is the gravity fast enough to do damage to Ratttz? Yes, but I don't know. With the right pieces, she can fill this in. She gets the L. She gets the S. She gets the T. So it slowed her down a little bit, but she kind of got through that as well as you could have hoped for.
Very clean.
Oh, that is a sick joint piece with the 2 eyes.
I was gonna say, I'd never seen that at all, but like, amazing. It was perfectly executed.
Meanwhile, Ratttz gets an awesome joint. A joint triple, leading her into an overhead. And honestly, the solid ceiling does it. That overhead single-handedly turned the tide.
Everything was going so well.
Okay, first point Ratttz. Okay, Mark writing the scores in the chat, which honestly, not a bad idea, because whomst among us can count to 5?
All right. Oh man. Definitely have to. Actually, to be honest, I think Ratttz is fine. I think I was gonna say it might have to clear. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
that's
such a sick move. If your opponent gets a missile and you don't want it to land, you just it always targets the highest point of your stack.
Yeah,
and then it tries to blow out a T-spin or something. But if you just have a vertical, like eyepiece formation. Oh, that is so sick. I want to know did Ratttz read that?
Ooh, sending the Tetris. Ratttz, I think, has dealt with so many of these overheads, like, so well. Like,
okay. Now, to be honest, like, oh, Ratttz, you needed to 180 that. There was room? Question mark. Yeah, there was room. That's got to be an input error. She had the perfect shape.
Oh my gosh. No, I don't know if Mark meant to do that. It's gonna be a lot of cleanup on his part. Oh, with the overhead. What a
Ratttz. That is not a sword, Ratttz. You didn't even need it. You didn't even clear any lines. You had the win, and you didn't build the sword.
I'm terrified. Okay.
I was willing to give them a break for it, but then also, I mean, like,
my opponent is very fast, and I'm a little scared.
I think you're very fast too.
Remember, she's slow.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
We know this because she told us.
Ooh,
oh, really?
That's a Tetris.
Now, unfortunately, those self-inflicted holes look like they're at least a little bit sticky on Rattz's board.
Yeah, I don't know how you. Oh well, you can navigate that pretty easily. Just gonna have to.
I mean, she can, but look, Mark's winding up for a Tetris here, and if he ever finds that eyepiece, Ratttz is gonna be in a world of pain.
Oh, but Ratttz finds a line piece too. I believe Ratttz is still in. Yeah, that's
okay.
I
think it's gonna work out, and we'll see. It looks like it might be a little bit hard for Mark to fix that overhang. Ooh, Ratttz can. It's barely legal to get an eyepiece there. Like it just can't happen.
No.
The solids. I know that Tetris players, especially from TGM3, are going like, "Oh, it's no big deal," but no, solid ceiling, no floor kicks, no wall kicks off of pieces. You just can't get the eyepiece in there.
Dang, I thought if they gave Ratttz the eyepiece earlier, that was setting up for some damage. I wanted to see it, but Now
the players do get the same piece queue. So the fact that Mark was winding up for a Tetris and Ratttz was also waiting for an eyepiece, like I think they might have actually been at the same part of the piece sequence. And then they both kind of like fired at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. Ratttz debating what to do there. Takes the hole on the right. Not a bad move. I don't disagree with this. Mark has a clean board. Ratttz declined to get a Tetris and decided she can't hold out. She gets the second one. But like, Mark is just going to send this back, right? Like, it's not even far away.
Well, he has to clear it, then get a line piece for it. But yeah, the
missile. The missile was the plan. Ratttz sabotaging the Tetris that she sent.
Perfect. That was so good. That was so smart, actually.
Okay, potentially another missile for Ratttz. She does decide to fire it. Unfortunately, it's going to hit the eyepiece. No damage. I don't know if Mark reacted or if he just happened to build the correct shape in time, but
I believe that was already up there for a little bit, but I could be incorrect.
Well, when Ratttz started to fire, it was not like that. But the boards are changing so fast because the players are too strong.
Paying attention to both of them makes my brain hurty.
Okay, now Mark is honestly in a very comfortable spot. He's fishing for some pressure. It looks like a Tetris. He does get an eyepiece, and that's going to sabotage and steal away what little room Ratttz has to play in this down stack. Now, it is still possible, but she needs to get the right pieces to down stack pretty much immediately. Yeah, that eyepiece does not go there. Very sad.
No.
Okay, so
Currently
Mark is tying it up
2-2.
2-2, effectively turning this set into first to 3 at this point, just like the rest of the bracket.
It's like so close. Both players so strong in what they're doing. Oh, I don't think Ratttz meant to put that there, though. I could be wrong. But it's fine. They cleaned it up. Oh, Tetris is early? Oh, it's a chain. No, okay.
Funny to send that Tetris so early. We'll see what Ratttz does with it. So it looks like she's going to try converting it to maybe some triples or something. The frickin' overhead followed by ultra high roll from Mark.
Ooh. Saw her consider trying to go for the Tetris. Oh, there it is.
The Ratttz sends it back, but like, look at Mark's board. He's already ready to send it back. Overhead comes out, followed by 2 O's for Mark. Okay, it's Rattz's turn to high roll. And now, let's see how these joint pieces go. Mark's board is not in a position to be accepting these weird shapes. So suddenly, Ratttz is quite close to the down stack. And Mark is fighting for his life. He does get... he gets the eyepiece sniped by the joint attack.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, Ratttz taking the lead 3-2.
Seeing the little chat at the bottom is so funny.
Wait, why are they saying GG's? It's the first to 5. Okay, they're still in this.
Okay. Almost gave up early there.
You know what? What if it was? What if it was?
What if it was first to 3? You want to fight me again that badly?
Oh my god.
I want to see that again, though. Ooh, what a joint piece.
It'd be so cool if, like, the monkey just went, like, nice joint or something like that. It'd be pretty iconic.
If that monkey started talking to me in the game, I don't know what I do. I'm already confused.
Ooh, Ratttz.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not the worst, actually. Well, that's not how you build a sword. What is that, the pineapple?
SpongeBob's house? Insane. My gosh.
Another joint attack. I mean, she needs something, anything to try to slow Mark down a little bit because he's on fire.
Ooh, set up for a Tetris.
Yep, and that's basically all of Rattz's free room. And he's setting up for another one. Fortunately, the joint attack gets rid of it, but that just turned it into a 1-2 attack.
Yeah.
So if Mark gets an eyepiece, this is going to be game over. Oh,
Start
the
down.
overhead.
Oh.
Okay, overhead doesn't do anything.
Other than buy some time.
A little bit.
Only a little bit.
Okay, this eye drought being so good for Ratttz.
Oh, just looking.
Okay, the hole is plugged by Mark. Ratttz has real time. Of course, the game now decides to give Mark an eye piece or two.
Oh, this Tetris. Ooh.
You know, Mark can turn this around though. Oh, the 1-2 attack though. Oh man, that is a nasty play.
Does he get out of it?
If he got an eyepiece, he could do something. But now I think it's too messy. Here's another overhead.
Oh,
It turns into a single. Come on.
Still living. Oh, okay. Jeez.
Oh man, these players are sweating.
Ratttz really wants to win. Ratttz does want to fight you again. Gonna get a reset, bring it back.
Okay, too wide coming out for Mark. Abstract art coming out for Ratttz.
Ooh. Is he setting up for... He's setting up for a Tetris.
It's either a Tetris or a triple, whichever piece comes first.
Yeah.
And it looks like now it's only possible to be a Tetris. Mark's kind of all in on this, and the game does not want to give him an eyepiece.
Oh, there
Meanwhile, Ratttz has an overhead.
You can clear that in.
Okay, the overhead is easily solved. Okay, a triple coming out for Mark.
Okay,
This could sting for Ratttz.
Ooh.
She's really hoping that she can find an eyepiece like yesterday. But even then, Mark can like bounce it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh, does that work? Oh, that does work.
I think it does.
And it's a triple, so it's not going to bounce back. That's honestly ideal.
Okay, sending a joint her way.
So Ratttz has a tough spot here, but there is a downstack path. Mark has a pretty clean stack, so he's... Oh, but this overhead is going to line up, I think? No!
Oh my goodness.
Off by one. Oh no!
Ooh.
The eyepiece is your friend, unless you're at the top of the board and can't rotate. Oh boy. So 3-4. Mark has some steam left in him. Ratttz can't count this a win yet. This is first to 5.
Mark is like, if you want this win, you're gonna have to earn it. Oh my gosh, the same brain cell was
Mark,
right
you
there.
did not see the overhead coming. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter in the end. The Z piece is like the ideal follow-up. Ratttz does see it and sets up to take the single. I swear that's a reaction. Okay. Good joint solve for Ratttz. Oh, Ratttz, you should have 180'd it. That's twice you misplayed that weird whatever that is.
Oh, that
doesn't rotate.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
We are learning some things.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
She can get in. She can't get in. So let's
It does not rotate.
Okay.
It's 4-4.
Oh man, we're going to game 9. Can we get some hype in chat for game 9? I want to see some monkeys in chat. Can everyone show me their monkeys? Who's got monkeys? Okay, some joints coming out. A nice solve for Mark.
Perfect.
Ratttz has a solve as well. Well, there's some pretty incredible solves from both players, to be quite honest.
I mean, like, I would assume they're both locked in right now, just trying to win.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
Is Mark trying to set up a 1-2, or did he not see the other solve? Okay, joint piece with 2 Zs. Really? Okay. Is that...
I could see the vision. I understand it.
Yeah, I mean, it kept his double open. But it's not enough to really destabilize Ratttz, so this pressure's not going away. And in the meantime, Mark has a situation to deal with. Not a lethal one yet, but a situation. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was not a pretty joint. You can't solve them all.
But you may be able to fix it.
Oh, and these are coming at wonderful times for Ratttz because it's only making the problem worse. Now, Ratttz is lined up for a triple or a Tetris. She does take the Tetris. Mark is out of room now.
Oh, don't get a line piece, please. Oh, I don't think you need... There's no need for the line piece. And Ratttz takes it.
Wow. Definitely some good games.
All I can say is, Ratttz, I think you can breathe now.
I've definitely been inhaling. Like, I'm just like, I gotta hold it in, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We got a lot of monkeys in chat. That's so great.
Thank you, everybody. I love Kirk with the flat monkey. Like, oh, brother.
Well, you do get to breathe, but not for long, Ratttz.
That's true.
I'm afraid I will fight you now.
You will fight me now? Can't believe
I
this.
will.
All right, Juicey, if I could get you on the old microphone. Since we have a little commentary team kill here.
I think he can handle himself.
I don't know about that one.
By himself?
I don't know about that one.
What's the problem?
I'm happy that you have a lot of confidence in me, but like,
Are you claiming you're doing something more important than Sega Tetris right now?
Hey, you got me there.
More
Let's do the thing.
I was about to say 11:20. More important. What's that?
Oh, I have the names reversed. Fuck. There we go.
I'm sorry, guys. I was muted the whole time.
You are muted the whole time. Welcome,
God bless
Oz.
you, Ozathan.
Oh boy.
Hey, it's not just me, but the stream quality on Discord looking kind of crunchy.
Kind of crunchy.
It's Discord.
It's...
I'm not saying it could be better, but I'm saying it is Discord.
I don't know that there's anything I can do to improve it. I'm sorry.
No, I get it.
We get turn-based Tetris for a bit.
That's why I have the live stream up and the stream up, you know?
That's it for me.
Ooh, okay. That is a joint. Was a weird one. I think setting up.
We're good. We're back.
All right. I can stop watching the Twitch stream now.
Feel a little not great about things, but
Yeah, that centerboard, not super great. Oh, I think it might be time to... No, never mind. No, yeah, it's probably time to go to Twitch.
Yes. Time to bring back out the tab.
At the best of days, you cannot avoid the time vortex. Sorry to say.
Actually, though, that joint was kind of crazy, though, Ratttz.
Looks like it's back to get... I'm literally commentating, cursing the quality of
Yeah.
footage. Tragic.
Oh, that overhead.
Just a little bit of bump in the road. Okay, probably sending a joint over. Ooh, oh my god.
Ratz's way out of this is not worst, but we're still gonna have to
Oh, that didn't rotate. Why?
high dependency a little bit. Could plug that with the T. Life looks relatively grand. We're giving ourselves a J dependency and a C of L's.
really.
Ooh.
Oh, the dash wasn't fast enough.
No.
All right, let me see if I can't. Let me go back over here. I should have a gear here somewhere. Where the hell was it?
You're a gear.
And Gear 5 Luffy? Crazy.
I was actually.
We
gonna
have
make a
Nitro
good-
Bro on the stream. I don't understand why you're complaining about the quality of it.
Because it's chugging. I don't know what to tell you.
It looks.
I don't know
fine.
how to improve it. I'm sorry.
It is what it is.
It is not your fault. Discord sometimes just is bad.
Alright. Game 2, we got a center well from Ratttz here, starting out with the double.
Ooh. The CT be setting up for...
It's looking like a triple.
Yeah.
That was a lot of board sacrifice to make just for a triple.
Yeah, the eye dependency, that well is pretty deep.
Not that he can't do things, but
Yeah,
I'm not gonna pretend that I don't hate his board state right now.
yeah.
Ooh, overhead back. Just two overheads sent to each other.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen a overhead that hasn't repulsed me in bracket yet. It's just been brutal every time. Okay, CT converting to single wide near the edge of board there, gets triple, which again, pyramid stacking the O blocks there is going to make Rattz's life hard.
And then the Tetris, that's kind of dangerous. That's very dangerous with this Center O structure.
Ooh. But enough.
Yeah.
Probably.
The monolith.
I don't know. I think in the best of times, Ratttz is not getting out of the situation for the rest of the round.
Yeah.
Yet another denied sword.
Oh, that's I top board I.
Oh no, not two.
So many eyes. That was 3 whole eyes at top board. The game wanted this one over.
Said we're done.
It was a Triclops?
Triclops?
I think it said 0 and 2, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Ooh, I like the setup.
We got a center well, pretty flexible build by CT here.
Ooh, good block by Ratttz on the missiles.
We blocked those lows, even though that was pretty high low. We'll call it a standing low. But here comes the overhead, and CT's board not ready to receive it. Oh,
2 overheads. What if we said 3 though? No? Oh, dang.
Yeah, 3?
I don't think either player has the resources for that yet.
Now imagine if they did though. You see the
Then
vision?
what?
It would have been crazy. The vision would have been insane.
See, there's the third. Another overhead.
Ooh. Ooh. I think they're setting up for something. I think I like the idea, Color.
This missile?
Yep, missiles, okay.
Ooh, that was smart. Taking the T at a side block to completely redirect the missile pressure.
What a spin.
Okay, I think Ratttz is looking for the pieces to end this here. Trying to
A single line piece, I think that's it.
Oh, yes, that's so good.
Oh, but
Oh, insane.
What a time for the knockout.
Time to clean.
Okay. Ratttz undeterred though. Digs down. Oh,
My goodness.
oh, it's scary. T-spin? And the T comes out? Are you joking?
Oh,
You know how
man.
rarely that game deals that sort of scenario?
You just make a T-spin
Dang.
and then get the T?
Yeah, that shit does not happen.
It did happen. I just watched it.
It doesn't happen.
Don't believe you're lying.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a scary joint.
Oh no, I think this is over.
Might be, yeah.
No, yeah. Got 3-0 right here. Oh, what happened?
Stream froze. Let's
Oh no, not the stream freezing.
Get to see my friend the iguana. I'm so sad.
waiting for him. I figured you'd have something to say.
All that I see on screen is just ready. I don't know what to tell you.
You don't have anything from the... You have nothing?
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm watching the stream through Twitch right now, just so I have something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Discord is currently just dying. Oh wait, it came back.
Go.
Discord just does not want this grand finals to be seen in Discord. They want it to be on the Twitch, which, to be honest, fair. You should be here on Twitch.
Exactly.
Okay. Currently, right now, that's a well that Ratttz has. Pretty good one. All right, sending over the joint. The overhead, easily blocked.
Rattz's like left side is kind of looking like what 4-wide looks like in Guideline. But center wells are, or just, you know, center wells are just really good in classic Tetris. I guess just in Tetris general, they're really good.
I think so.
Allows for flexible board states. CT's side is a little jumbly, little Lego blocks. Well, good use of the joint there. Now we're looking for any kind of piece to clear this double here on CT side.
Fishing for the knockout. Gets it.
Oh, yep.
Oh, we got a mash. Oh, the
Only one
gravity was
piece.
so kind, though. Not really any damage done with that knockout. All right, trading doubles.
If we were deeper in margin time, that would have killed, but
For sure.
CT is not stopped from running any of his pressure at this point.
From
the chapel.
As soon as you stacked, I'm just like, oh, here it comes.
Oh, well, I missed it.
Oh my god. CT, do you want to try streaming to the Discord?
I guess I can next time. Sorry.
Sure. Oh,
Right,
same
super
brain cell?
well from
Literally?
both
Same
players.
brain
Oh my god.
The joint's actually same brain cell until the joint stops it.
Bro, great minds think alike, am I right?
Am I right?
You're assuming we think here.
Yo, Washpan though? That is really gonna that's just really buying time.
Oh. Dang. But that's not too bad.
In the scheme of things, that's still going to be annoying the longer match goes on, because the fix for that's it's momentum based. It's in a tenable state now. You could T rotate into it. You could do like Z spin into it. There's
Oh my gosh, another
options.
Washpan?
Okay. All right.
Into Tetris.
Now it's a little scary. I think we should get that checked out.
Ratttz says, take us to game, or give me my game 4.
Okay, scary joins the Geminis.
Ooh.
Gets the overhead off of that. Overhead's not that useful.
We're looking for a tall piece. Gets the tall piece, gets the double. Into the triple, the overhead, into another double. The well is open.
No, imagine. The line piece exists.
It exists.
Ooh.
Ooh, we got the Tetris sent back. That's not good.
Solid.
Oh my god! I'm telling you, when they made this game, they were cackling when they put that roof on this Tetris
CT, do you want to stream to the Discord? So
Oh, yes. Okay. Let me try it real quick.
Will the piece touch the grid? It touch. Oh, we're mirroring. There's a stream.
Okay, we're live. Thanks for gentlemening a garbage stack.
yeah, it's not a big deal.
Oh, okay. CT has a gap there at the bottom, but that's not going to result in knockout. That's just an overhead in the waiting.
Oh,
I don't have a gap to speak of. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm on
That's
the right.
Rat's side. Might be.
Oh man, is that like that's like a magnet, that piece.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
A magnet.
Okay. Maybe the magnet is the new shape for next Sega Tet bracket.
The magnet.
Okay.
All right, Rocket.
Of course, now it comes.
Oh, that line piece is gonna go crazy.
Shuffling around to try and undo the damage that the missile did. We're looking. Okay, gets a sword. Hilt broke clean off, but you know what? Makes for a good play.
It's all good.
It's more like an axe. Honestly,
Yeah.
you could probably make the whole Fire Emblem weapon triangle in this game.
Oh.
CT's well is open. Catch into the joint.
Oh no.
Ooh.
And we are at tournament point on Color Thief side.
CT kind of biding his time. Okay, there's the first attack from CT.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, this isn't a deeply mean RNG sequence yet, but it's not really lending itself to offense either.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Oh well. Seeing that they both have a setup for a Tetris.
No, not the
Oh
treble.
no.
You
Overhead?
did the thing. I wasn't going to send it, and then you did the thing, and I was like, I'm sending it now.
What a punish, but the Tetris.
Boy,
Gosh.
The low board
that
Tetris,
Tetris is coming right back.
the easiest Tetris to counter.
No, the
If
game's
they give
gonna
him a
draw.
line piece. Oh, there it is.
Okay, that's okay. We can do things.
Oh yeah.
Does the proper skim. CT's gonna downstack.
Open that well right back up. We're gonna play Tetris tennis, just as Alexei Pajitnov always intended. Uh-oh.
Oh my
Taking the
goodness.
same overhead situation twice in one set.
Look, it happens. And I've seen it happen to Daigo.
Sometimes it really do be like that. That
That's
Get
Tetris.
out of that.
Okay. 3-4. That's not out of it. Yo, can we get a game 9 for the grand final?
I would like to go to bed.
I'm trying to get more Tetris.
Tetris.
I respect the energy and the moxie.
Moxie. Now,
Ooh,
there are
overhead.
definitely certain players in the Puzzle Wednesday roster that force last game scenarios. So, and I believe Ratttz is one of them.
You know what I'm trying to... I know what I want Ratttz to do? I want Ratttz to get me a reset.
Ooh, playing with fire.
Oh, we have the spiciest little take there, huh?
What do you mean?
Your food's
I'm in
on
it for the-
here. I was here.
Ooh.
Okay. Taking
This is a
down
very
stack as a double skim.
aggressive stack from Ratttz here, but
That actually could work out as a knockout should P sequence not kill Ratttz here.
Oh,
and she even gets it. That's missiles. Cashed into joint. Cashed into joint.
We're cleaning.
Cashed into joint.
Into joint.
Cashed into joint.
Look at that. Into the overhead. Into another.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, we're doing another overhead.
Even if CT doesn't get killed by this, we sure are wasting his time.
Yeah.
Enough time for Ratttz to build too.
Yeah, but none of the eyes ever showed up ever.
I don't know if this build session is gonna end up a flatly good thing.
SZ. Oh my
gosh.
No
However,
vertical.
There it is.
However.
Oh, we're done. Right?
No. Yes.
We're done.
Game 9!
Game 9.
I'm sorry, Juicy. You're here for game 9. And maybe even possibly the reset.
I can just hang up the call and go to bed. You can't stop me.
You know you're here for this. Yes, let's get some hype in the chat for game 9.
Game 9 full.
Chat, who do you think's gonna win this?
We got a Tetris queued up from Ratttz here. Just like that, but we got
We sent it back.
Wells open on CT's side. It's only a little thing to open the well on Rattz's side. Just need the pieces.
Need to not get in the weeds here.
Just need.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why Ratttz didn't plug the T-spin triple looking thing with the eye there.
CT.
God.
We won with Tetris.
Oh my god.
Who told again, Juicy? You told me Tetrises weren't good in this game.
GG's. Thank
Not
you.
in and of themselves, context matters, brother.
Thank you for an incredible finish, CT.
My pleasure. Thanks for some awesome games.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, what a blast. Congratulations to Color Thief for first, myself in second, and Mark, a third place finish. That's it for Sega Tetris tonight, but don't you go anywhere because I have to tell you all about some upcoming events here at Puzzle Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we have Pequena Excellent for the PS1. This is a funny little penguin game where you are trying to free the homies, gather the homies up, and then go gambling. There's all sorts of damage that's just totally random. It comes in lines and it comes overhead, but after you make it clear, it turns into random stuff. And so it gives the game like a kind of chaotic energy that you kind of can't get anywhere else. And I think you'll really enjoy it. The following Wednesday, we are hosting the second Magidoro Masters qualifier. Players are earning qualifier points by competing in this bracket and placing in top 8. They're going to use those points in order to arrive at the final invitational at the end of the season. This is one of our most competitive events. Always a great watch. And if you're new to Magical Drop, this is a great place to study up on some of the stronger players. The following Wednesday, we have Weltris. This is the anti-Tetris. You are trying to block off your opponent's well, prevent them from playing, and prevent them from making lines. This is a really interesting game that I think you'll really, really dig. And in the same vein of this shared board puzzle game, we have Mouse Shooter Go-Go. This is more like dodgeball by way of Windjammers and Puzzle Bobble. You're on a shared board, and you have separate halves that you can shoot out of and into. You win if you clear all the bubbles on your side of the playfield, and your opponent loses if they get hit by one of your orbs or hit by one of the pieces on their side. It's a really, really unique game with a lot going for it, a lot of different strategy, a lot of direct interaction, and I think you'll really, really enjoy it. That's all for upcoming events. We'll see you next Wednesday for Pequena Excellent. Thank you so much for playing with me tonight, Color Thief. That was a blast. I hope you had fun. And
Pleasure.
yeah, we'll see you all later. Good night.